the entire first quarter because of technical difficulties. But we're up 3-0 here. We're up 3-0. We got Zeke hasn't played too bad. I missed almost the entire first quarter. So they got the Commanders have the ball, 3rd and 15, thanks to a holding penalty after getting a big rushing game. Carson Wentz goes deep, incomplete, and no pass interference can be called on Wilson, and that's going to be 4th and 15. They're going to punt it. Great defensive play right there from Donovan Wilson.
Nice protection. You're going to see Dallas. They use Lawrence and Micah Parsons. That puts a ton of.
He wanted a PI, but that's a great defense to get in front.
To McLaurin down the field, but now we've seen one thing. Scotty Turner, the offensive coordinator in Washington, said we cannot take.
That's his great defense. He was right in front of McLaurin. There wasn't much he could really do to make that catch. And you have a defensive man in front of you. And that's going to be the 3rd punt. And it almost got blocked. Armstrong almost blocked it again. He blocked one. Turpin bobbled that was Kevontae Turpin's worst punt return of the season. He almost dropped it. He bobbled it.
Penalty flag, there was none. Just good coverage. Try to get it to McLaurin. Dallas football in their lead.
At halftime, I'm gonna go downstairs and get my binder of sports cards that I have.
We all have one thing
I have like 3 binders. We're gonna go through them. I'm gonna show you all my cards. I got a few here that I'll show you.
iPhone 14 Pro. Now at T-Mobile.
I got a few Cowboys here. I got 3 out of my 5 Super Bowl rings with me right now. I gotta find the other 2. I also have my 2011 Cardinals ring as well. We'll also be flip-flopping during commercials the Cowboys games to watch. So go check out the Cardinals game. Because Cardinals game technically starts at 12, but they're having that ceremony for Yadi and Albert because it's the last home game of their careers. My plan was to try to go there, try to go to the game tonight, but didn't end up going. It didn't go well. Which maybe I can go to one next year, maybe. Oh, I've never been to a football game, never been to a football game, never been to a Cardinals game, never been to a Blues game. The only sports and related that I've gone to is I went to the Royal Rumble in 2012, which was really cool because that was the year Chris Jericho. I wanted to win. But we up 3-0 on the Commanders.
Was that good? No. It was incredible. Oh. Really bad. Oh.
Carson Wentz has already been sacked twice, I believe, in this game.
I shouldn't have rapped.
Once by what was his name? What was his name? I can't believe I'm blanking on his name. 96.
Well, we told you the NFC East is off to a good start, although the Eagles are losing 14.
Hey, the NFC East has actually been pretty good division. How we're supposed to be the NFC least.
And now it's the Cowboys with their 3rd.
The worst team in the division is 1 and 2. That's the Commanders. Rush gonna throw, finds CeeDee Lamb, big yardage, huge gain, great throw, good catch. Good yards after the catch from Lamb. He was in a formation, cut wide open, got us from about our 8-yard line, got us all the way up to almost to our 35. Rush gonna throw, finds Lamb once again for another first down. Lamb. Ever since, he made 2 really crucial drops in wide open coverage going right through his hands last week, and he hasn't dropped one as far as since I've been watching him drop one.
But then he's not a pressure guy. He's trying to go up and influence the pass protection, and now by the time he drops back, that's his zone. I don't know if he got fooled on the little token run action. or if that's just part of the pressure trying to get in and get some attention.
Dak could possibly be back for week 5, depending on if the swelling goes down. Because right now, rush and throw. Rush. Again finds Lamb wide open. 3 consecutive throws. Passing plays, both finding CD Lamb wide open every play. He's been all 3 plays of this drive, he's been wide open.
Stay open. It's exactly what CD Lamb has been doing. We asked Cooper Rush. We said, at any point last week, he had a couple drops. What did you tell him?
I was saying, CD off the field for this drive. Like I was saying,
He has really stepped up a couple
what was I saying? Oh, that Dak said that right now he's focused on trying to be able to grip the ball right now. Because right now they're trying to get the swelling down. Pollard, he's not going anywhere. Jonathan Allen right there.
Jason Peters, who we saw last week come in and have some pancake blocks in there this series. And Matt Forniak, who started 2 games, is in at fullback. They're using every guard imaginable.
They're using them all.
Jason Peters has been pretty good since so far.
Long-time left tackle.
First appearance was last game. Came in, got a few pancake blocks. Playing pretty well here too. Haven't seen Zeke this drive yet. No running back on the field. No Pollard back there. No shame over. Incomplete to Noah Brown. Looked like he just overthrew it to Noah Brown.
Got a kick out of it. We talked to
3rd and 12 now.
And you actually asked him, what has Jason Peters' presence been? He hasn't played a ton, got some snaps here and there. He goes, it's funny, Tyler Smith, we're trying to bring him along as a young rookie. Things that we've been telling him all year, all of a sudden Jason Peters comes in and he's like, it's the gospel, right? It's
the 1st and 10. They got a tackle for loss on Tony Pollard for a loss of 2, and then the incompletion after that. It's now 3rd and 12. Rush gonna throw. Rush pressure. Rush gonna run. He's not gonna get the first, but he's gonna get about 6 on that. I mean, there wasn't much he could do. That's the end of the first. There wasn't really anyone open. He could try dumping off the Pollard, but Pollard would be immediately met at the backfield. They're in field goal range, I believe. We're going to switch over to the Cardinals. We're going to switch over to Valley real quick. Albert 4th in homers, 3rd in RBIs, 3rd in extra base hits, 9th in hits, and 5th in all-time games. 3-time NL MVP, 11-time All-Star. He could pass Babe here tonight. He needs 4 to pass, 3 to tie. The ceremony. Although Adam did not come out and say he's retiring this year. I mean, there's a possibility he could, especially if we go out on a World Series. If we win the World Series, I think he's going to retire. If we don't, he was asked if he's going to retire. He kind of left it up in the air. Mark Woodward. Excuse me. What's up, Ken Rosenthal? I know that, bro. I know Ken Rosenthal anyway when I see that book out. I could be wrong though. Ozzy. I think Adam is on the mound tonight. He is, has had, he came out and publicly admitted he's had a dead arm. He said it's progressed. He said it's gotten better. Up Dan. I will switch it back in a minute. I am from St. Louis, so.
Bittersweet event of the year. It seems like all summer we've been building towards this moment. with every new record, each milestone that they have delivered. Not many can determine the way that their career will end. Even fewer can command a final day ceremony for their departure. And even the greatest haven't been able to put an exclamation point on the end, quite like these two have done here in 2022. Wow.
Let's switch back to see the second quarter start. It is 6-0. We were in field goal range and we take a field goal. Hey, it doesn't matter how we win and how many points we put up. As long as we win, we win. We could honestly score nothing but field goals this game. As long as we win, it doesn't really matter if we score any touchdowns or not. If we can win, if we win every game without, if we win every game with Dax out, oh my god, bro.
So C.D. Lamb, continuing where he left off in that second half against the Giants. Greg talked about he had 3 drops, career high in that game, and
yeah, he had 3 drops last week. 2 he was like wide open, the right one was like perfectly thrown by Cooper Rush, right through his hands.
Give Washington some credit too, though, Greg, because Dallas moved the ball down the field a couple times, but they held up and held them to 2 field goals.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the Washington defense has been great, but we haven't red zone.
Defense. He wants to play great third down defense.
Like, we haven't allowed them to get even past half field. They had the first drive of the game. They had, from what I was hearing, was they're probably the best drive. They were going down the field and they just didn't allow them to go anywhere else. They do. Washington does get the ball the first half as well, though. That's something to note.
From opening day through today, Cardinal fans have had just an incredible outpouring of emotion and excitement for Yanni and Albert in their final season. As you can see in center field, that gratitude is conveyed on giant thank you cards signed by the fans. And a special thanks to Bally Sports Midwest for helping coordinate that event.
Especially since Adam is like three wins away from 200 career wins, and that would surely get him in the Hall of Fame. If not, he arguably should be in the Hall of Fame. But getting 200 should, I think, solidify him in the Hall of Fame.
Cardinals president, Bill DeWitt III. President of Baseball Operations, John Mozeliak. Manager of the NL Central Champions, Ali Marmol.
Oh, I'm an idiot. Never mind. I guess John Mozeliak wears the same type of bow ties as the other intimidation.
Please welcome his children, Bella, AJ, girlfriend, Leslie, Sophia, Ezra, and Esther. In addition to representatives on the field, please welcome the friends and family of Yadier Molina and Albert Pujols celebrating from the suites of numbers 215 and 216. On the field from the Molina family, please welcome his brothers,
Benji,
his children, his wife, and his mother.
Benji. I love Benji.
In 2 decades of baseball, Albert and Yanni have had the privilege of playing with 5 Cardinals Red Jacket Hall of Famers. Please welcome Cardinals Hall of Famers back here with us today to celebrate. Teammate Ray Langford.
Ray. Mark McGuire.
Teammate Jason Isringhausen.
Jason injury hazard.
Newest Cardinal Hall of Famer, Matt Holliday.
Matt Holliday. That's my boy, Matt Holliday. Hey, that's my boy, Matt Holliday. I'm sorry, I missed the play-by-play, but it's the Cardinals there. Adam. The Cardinals there. I'm ready for Adam.
It's some unfinished
For,
business
yeah.
Today's starter, Adam Wainwright.
Oh, Adam about to come out here and have a big game right here. He about to say, yeah, screw this dead arm, bro. Bro, dead arm, I killed the dead arm, bro. My arm, back to injury. Telling you, bro, put him in at pinch hitter, bro. Bring him in, DH, like a goddamn Otani, bro. Hit a
I'd
new.
also like to recognize all the Cardinal players and the staff in the home dugout. Give them a huge round of applause, please.
New boy! Lord Brendan. Arguably, rookie of the year for his value.
Visiting Pirates team, including Matt
Arguably because of his value.
Up the bleachers. He just
Now let's
he
get
has
back
a
to this.
tendency of trying to stretch the play to the very last
Oh my, it's
second.
second and
Sometimes
27. It's
magic
second and
happen,
22nd.
But oftentimes it's just unnecessary
Second and
risk.
22.
Throw that ball out of bounds before that guy can bring it on you. But again, they find themselves now due to a penalty in second and 20.
Usual penalty. We haven't, as far as I know, we have not gotten a single penalty this entire game. Which is really why the Bills are down 30 to 14. Wentz gets the screen to Gibson. He's going to get about, I'd 7.
To get some yards, Parsons is so fast, number 11 on Dallas.
He's talented. He's go. Watch the effort. He jumps. He goes around the cut block. He sees this.
Just went around the cut block.
This retrace. He just runs that original path, and he ends up making the tackle. You can't coach effort, right? I mean, he's talented. He's got all the.
So they picked up about 11 on that.
That's why he's so special.
Now a 3rd and 11. This is a lot doable, like a 3rd and 15. Or a 3rd and 16. At least you can get a 3rd and 11. Wentz overthrows overthrows McKissick, and that is going to be another punt. Their
that's kind of been that's
4th
that's been the tale.
or
Right?
5th consecutive. They've basically punted every drive of the game so far.
The one positive is the punt team's done a great job. They've forced Dallas to.
Punts are looking pretty good.
They flipped the field position by.
I wanted to lose. And that was my plan. I wanted to either go to the game or out over 100 and try to catch the 700 ball, so I can meet every Cardinals player, get an autograph from every Cardinals player, get a picture with every Cardinals player, have New Bar sign my jersey.
Only time we hear that today, Donnie. Get ready for it.
You get a signed bat. You can get so much.
Whereas the city of St. Louis
You can get a lot for catching a historic ball.
With Night Sight. Fix your
We're doing a
photos
trade.
with Magic Eraser.
So that's the
People of
commercial.
St.
So.
Louis, it's my great pleasure to celebrate the legendary career of Albert Pujols, honor him as one of the great ambassadors for the St. Louis region and baseball fans everywhere. Now, therefore, by decree of Tashara Jones, Mayor of the City of St. Louis, proclaim October 5th, 2022, known as Albert Pujols Day in the City of St. Louis.
October 5th is now known as Albert Pujols Day in the city of St. Louis.
Now please welcome to the podium the Cardinals chairman of the board, Mr. Bill DeWitt.
Would be cool if October 5th was known as. Oh wait,
I want to
there's
start by
two
thanking
proclamations.
both Albert and Yachty for allowing us to take some time from their pregame routine to celebrate.
So does that mean October 4th is known as Yachty Day? Because I was hoping maybe it would be like, October 5th is known as Albert and Yachty Day. But it would make sense to have Yachty Day be on the 4th because it's Jersey Day.
There have been 3 quarterbacks in the Cowboys' illustrious
Three,
history
yep.
with their first 3
Roger
years.
Staubach, Jason Garrett, and Cooper Rush are the 3 quarterbacks in Cowboys franchise to win their first 3 games.
Cowboys record books. And he's trying to win his first 4 starts. By the way, the first 3 he's all won with game-winning drives. So he hasn't just won them. He's put his team on
To win
the
their
back
first
down the field.
3
He's
career
also
starts
probably
of their
making
career.
himself a lot of money.
Him, Roger Staubach, and Jason Garrett. So this is that. Listen, Roger Staubach, Jason Garrett, and now Cooper Rush are the only Cowboys quarterbacks ever in franchise history to win their first 3 career games. Zeke, he's gonna get about a yard or 2.
Meanwhile, you look at the Commander side of things, frustration. We've seen the negative plays. Carson Wentz. Now watch this. He's frustrated, but good job by him. Remember, Tom Brady wrote a couple tablets a couple weeks ago in our game. They sent a memo out, hey, please be kind to the tablets. So Wentz says, you know what, I'm going to prioritize the water bottle.
See, Carson Wentz, not as mean as Tom. Tom has broken like I don't know how many tablets in his career since they started using them. I know he's broke at least a couple last year. He broke a couple last week against the Packers. Oh, he almost Noah Brown almost made that carry. 3rd and 8. And Carson Wentz,
Yeah, they call these
he
big
threw
box
the
fades.
Gatorade bottle on the ground rather than
He's
foul.
end up kind of where a fade would be for the number 1 guy. He just can't quite get around it.
Almost got that ball. That was a great throw. Noah Brown just couldn't turn around in time to make the
Ranked
catch.
second in playoff appearances.
It was a good throw, but it was kind of a little bit past him.
Thanks in large part to their appeal.
No, he threw the ball. It was a great throw, but he threw it just a tad bit too early before Noah Brown could turn around.
And now have 21.
It was hard for him to try to make that catch. He almost did. He had it in his hands for a couple seconds. And that's a 4th and that's going to be a 3 and out.
Last drive, they kind of let CeeDee Lamb get loose a little bit there for 3 consecutive catches. But Jack Del Rio, his staff here
So
on defense,
that's our
they
first
came
3
in
and out of the
with
game.
a point to prove. There's a lot of talk of this
And it's
game.
going to be our first punt of the game as well.
Dallas' defense and Dan Quinn, rightfully so.
I mean, I'd rather us have our first punt of the game in the 4th quarter rather than having to punt every drive of the game so far. Because the Commanders have had to punt every drive of the game so far. This was our first punt.
And thank you for coming through. For setting an example. What a year. And Gianni, thank you for being a constant spark, the toughest player on the field, and the heart of this team.
Yeah, he is the heart of the team.
Congratulations on your season, your careers, and your legacy.
Looking at my notification. I believe we're going to a commercial because we just punted it, so.
Thank you, Mr. DeWitt. Now let's hear from the president of baseball operations, John Jose Lawrence.
I don't want to listen to John because I love it. But I'm back because that's the Cowboys game. It's some commercial.
Thank you.
Listen.
When I reflect on both Yanni and Albert,
I hate the fact that I'm happy because Jalen Hurts just got a rushing touchdown. I hate the fact that I went to Eagles. I foolishly picked the freaking
both of these gentlemen work tirelessly
who they facing?
to be the best. Their
Or
desire
who? I picked the Jags. And I don't know what the score is, but Jalen Hurts just got a rushing touchdown. But I'm mad about that. But I'm also happy because I have him in my fantasy
of
team.
excellences.
Don't you just hate that when you hate a team?
They both possess
Don't you just hate that when you want your favorite team's rival to lose, but you have their freaking quarterback on your fantasy team? That's where I'm at right now. I got Jalen Hurts as my freaking quarterback.
And how inspiring.
Shoot back.
Flavor. Right now, the flavor of this game is defense.
1st and 10.
Cowboys lead. Carson Wentz.
Carson Wentz, he's throwing the ball 4 for 8. They hand it off.
It hasn't been a problem.
Gibson gonna get maybe 5.
They only got 27 yards. They just have had an epic mistake every single drive that has set them back.
Like I said, at the halftime, usually I will mute the mic, turn the camera the other way, and I'll watch a little bit of YouTube until halftime comes on, or I'll go do something else. This time, we're going to go downstairs, get my binder of my sports cards, and I'll show you guys some of my sports cards, and that's a first down.
And a first down for Washington.
They finally get a first down in what felt like a forever. Like I said, I didn't watch the like the first about almost 6-7 minutes of the game, but I don't know if I know we haven't allowed them to get in the field goal range. They're up to midfield now. Jags are actually beating the Eagles 14-7. The Jets with their, Zach,
Yeah, this looks like the Curtis that I played with when he was young in Carolina.
Zach Wilson is up 10 on the Steelers. The Browns are losing by a field goal, 7-10 to the Falcons. 2nd and 7. Apparently, I got a notification about them saying give him his crown back, and then had at Titans. So I guess Derrick Henry's doing stuff. The Bills are losing 3-17. 2nd 7. They're gonna hand the ball off. That's a great run. That's McKissick. And he found a gap. Great tackle. Great job from Leighton Vander to be able to catch up to McKissick. McKissick, yes, Feaster. Beautiful blocking from the offensive line there to get McKissick to have a hole up right. He cut right. They would get on the sideline to get even more yards, and now they're up to the red zone for the first time in this game. They're up to about the 20. They're gonna almost drop on McLaurin. Great catch to be able to hold it in. He just fought for yards. That looked like he was gonna get maybe 2-3. He was able to get almost 5.
And he picks up 6.
He's up 6 on that. That's a play you should not pick up 6 on, but he did. They're running some hurry up here. It's the 2nd and 4 in the red zone. It's the first time. This is the first time they've even been anywhere near field goal range this game. They faked the screen and handed it off, and he's gonna get a yard.
To the 10, be a 3rd down and 2.
3rd down and 2.
The referee standing over the ball. They traditionally only do that if the offense subs, because it gives the defense a chance to also match.
I wonder if Micah Parsons back in the game.
Sometimes the referees are unsure and they'll err on the side of holding the ball.
I mean, if they get a touchdown here, it's whatever. It's a 1-point game. But they need this first. It's 3rd and 2. Wentz. They gotta get the play off. They just got it off. Wentz gonna go to the end zone. Caught touchdown. Jahan Dotson with the catch of the touchdown.
Well, when they traded for Carson Wentz, these are the throws that wowed them.
That was a great throw from Carson Wentz, who was starting to be under pressure immediately.
Unbelievable throw here to Dotson.
That was a great throw.
He sits him down.
He just got he kind of just he got right by actually Wentz wasn't even pressure. He got right by our defensive back. He got right by Anthony Brown. Like just ran just burnt him. And they're gonna take a 1-point lead. It's a great throw from Carson Wentz. I'm not even mad about that. I'm more mad about Anthony Brown, having garbage coverage on that play and just immediately getting burnt by Dotson.
And final gift, which will be revealed here in a second, is a work of art for each player. As an artist and art lover myself, I follow up-and-coming artists, and I came across Carlos Mercado from Puerto Rico, who's here with us today, who does amazing colorful images of classic characters using all sorts of materials like gold leaf, spray paint, neon lights, photographic imagery. And I thought he'd be perfect for this commission, and I think you all agree he did an amazing job with both of these portraits.
Oh, tomorrow?
Without further ado, let's
Lars
unveil these
Vipar
paintings of Yanni and Albert for their personal collections.
It's gonna be the I think the start to the 8th season or the 9th season. Oh, that is cool. That's cool. That is sick. I want one of those. That's cool. I want one of those, man. I'm assuming it's like a one of a kind, just for them, but that is cool. I hope that they make like a smaller one for people who want one. That is hell of
On behalf of the players that played with these two, and currently
Albert hit homer tonight.
Adam Wainwright.
There's no way I don't see Albert hitting homer. Yachty could even go yard. He had one or two before he got hurt, and then he's had a really good month of September. Last time I checked,
I appreciate that.
he's hit 2 or 3 homers this month.
How y'all doing?
Adam, I'm expecting a huge game from Adam. Minimum 7 games.
America relies
Minimum
on Verizon.
7 games.
There's an opportunity here for both of us.
Because his last 3-4 starts, he's been averaging about 3.5 innings.
You should come with me. The cleaning lady all new tomorrow.
And his ERA is only in the last 3 or 4 games maybe 4.
Wondering to Washington get this playoff. Mike Pereira, what do you say? Well, we couldn't hear Mike.
It's close.
During the break, and he said, "Yup, they did get it off." Remember,
They got the playoff just as they went to 0.
Play clock went at 0. They look up and
Barely got it off.
Try to get Mike back in another moment, but you talked about it. For all the struggles and it's some negative.
If it was a millisecond, if that ball was a millisecond later, it would have been a delay. They got very lucky. It's 7-6 game with 7:05 left in the first half. Dallas is getting the ball back. Our offense, they haven't been bad in this quarter, so that they've had a lot of drives that have been just start off really well and just nothing happens from where it starts.
This game, and now they've got the lead, and Tom Rinaldi's got an eye on it down on the sidelines.
Remember, we talked to him this week, guys, and he told us he understood the frustration after the tough loss to Philadelphia.
I would prefer we score a field goal. Not field goal. I prefer if we get a touchdown and we try to go for 2. Because if we go for 2, then it makes it a 7-point game. If we only get the field goal, it's 6 points.
We did it right to give them the visual and know these are plays we can and will make. Hard to keep the team together and positive here, even in the early going. And we seem to be seeing it manifest here.
Fake the handoff, rush, rolling out, almost intercepted. try to get the Schultz, but I believe that Forrest had amazing coverage on
It's so true. Obviously,
Schultz. And Cooper Rush, he's 5 for 10 now. He is not throwing the ball. Like, it's not like he hasn't thrown the ball well in the second quarter. He just can't get completions. They've been playing really good coverage in the second quarter. Rush, gonna hand it off. Zeke finds a hole, gonna get maybe 3.
Well, you know, Greg Olson, Ron Rivera, they had some pretty good times together. In case you didn't know, got to a Super Bowl together. You know, it looks like
the Panthers should have won the Super Bowl that year, man. I swear to you, they intentionally lost that game because it was Peyton Manning's last year.
I apologize to you and all of your fellow colleagues.
They should have won. They should have dominated that Broncos.
It's probably his greatest asset.
The same way the Seahawks did that 1 year. You gotta get the playoff. About 7 seconds on the play clock. 5, 4, 3. They get it off. Blitz. Rush gonna just let it fly. It's intercepted. There's a flag. Benjamin St. Juice with the interception. That was a terrible decision from Rush to throw it like that while being pressured. He let it fly. It looked like it was intended for Noah Brown, and it was never getting to Noah Brown.
While the quarterback was in the pocket, illegal contact, defense.
Illegal contact while the quarterback was in the pocket of the defense. First down. We get a fresh first down. Yeah.
Contact right there in the slot.
Yeah. That's illegal contact.
Yeah, kind of held him up just enough. Ended up getting the pick, but
yep,
really
that's
nice
illegal contact.
Design. It wasn't picked up great. Cooper Rush kind of on his
I mean, he hasn't thrown a pick. Commanders have 4 penalties. We've had 0 this game. They're gonna hand it off. Zeke just gonna dive in there, picking up about 5 actually.
Yeah, they slid into him there.
I mean, the start of the second, I think Cooper Rush was like 4 for 5 actually. I think.
Pereira says it's a penalty for sure.
I think he was like 4 for 5 too to start, and before the second. Now he's like 5 for 10.
Yeah, I would have been standing right next to him. Whether I saw the play or not, I would have just taken his side and just screamed that it wasn't a penalty. But
2nd and 8. Oh, that was actually not the before. That was pick up 2. Never mind. Zeke got a pick up 2 on that carry. A 2nd and 8. We've got 3 wide receivers out there. We have Schultz and we have Zeke to the right. They're gonna throw. Rush just throw to try to get it. It's batted down. It was batted down by Payne. And that's a 3rd and 8.
Great shot of Greg Olson back in the day with the Carolina Panthers. Kind of give
3rd and 8.
Even when he started, that doesn't even stop Waino from getting behind a mic. It's unbelievable. Great job, Waino. Let's give Adam a round of applause.
So 3rd and 8.
His first catch since coming back from a torn ACL, and that one's got
3rd and 8.
no question,
And
that first
it's
catch,
a
he talked last week, he thought physically
and then
he was there.
Rush throws it, caught by Michael Gallup for his first catch since coming back to the ACL, and that's a caught by CeeDee Lamb. That catch from Gallup was picked up a 15, and we needed an 8. And gets the first, and now he just dumps it up while being pressured by Lee Jones and Allen Richards, number 94, being pressured. You gotta pick up a 3 on that screen.
So often it's the mental approach, the confidence, getting your feet underneath you takes far longer than the actual physical recovery.
Gallup
That's exactly
out of the
what
game,
Gallup said. A lot of people thought he was going to play last week.
coming back from an ACL.
Still felt he needed some more practice.
First game back.
Getting his first catch, I know going all the way till
Rush hands it off Zeke. Wow, Zeke with a huge run for a pickup of 9.
Going to pick up 6. We've got another game break with Carissa Thompson.
Thanksgiving Giants up 7-6. Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones again. Did Daniel Jones his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game?
Rushing touchdowns. Giants lead this one
6. I'm sitting next to Ferreira, Greg, and he says...
Oh, Paul Zeke. Another great run from Zeke. That's back-to-back great carries from Ezekiel Elliott.
He's got a first down.
Yeah, I always wonder why teams, you know, we've seen now both teams, Washington and Dallas, go to this
Zeke coming off the field after being out there for, I think, that's 2 or 3 straight plays. He's been out there most of the drive, so.
There's something about it.
This has been our best drive of the second quarter. We're up to Washington's 35. Pollard out there, running back in the backfield. They're gonna hand it off. Pollard finds a hole up the middle, pick up about 6 or 7.
Chase Young, Washington waiting to have him back.
Oh, I forgot Chase Young. I forgot about that.
Not sure if that's going to be the case. He tore his ACL last year too.
I forgot about that. He's still out with the torn ACL last year.
Defensive Rookie of the Year. Man,
forgot about that.
Yeah, we mentioned earlier they got 3 first-round picks.
I do. I will say, I hate the name. I honestly prefer the Washington football team. It was something different. I love these New Year's. Black and yellow. It looks clean. Hand it off. Pollard gonna get almost the first. He's gonna be about a yard shy of the first.
Tom, I saw it. What did he say?
You had a chance to catch up with Chase, who we first met back in Ohio State. Said all the perspective.
Cowboys running hurry up. It's 3rd and 1. Pollard still in the game, still in the backfield. Motioning Noah Brown. Rush gonna pick it up with the QB sneak.
Rush is gonna sneak it for a first down. And that'll take us
Rush gonna pick it up with the QB sneak, and that's a 2-minute warning.
Sneak. Wait for the 2-minute warning. Washington up 1. Cowboys drive.
Hey, I believe it was Peyton Manning, I think, was talking about how white teams they never use. Oh no, it was the Jason Kelsey and Travis Kelsey podcast thing. Jason Kelsey was like, I don't understand why teams never use the quarterback sneak. It's an easy touchdown. If you need a yard, run the QB sneak. It's legit the best play to run. When you need a yard, when it's like a 3rd and 1, a 4th and 1, or you're at the 1-yard line at the goal line. It's legit the best play to use in that case scenario. It legitimately has a 99. It works 99% of the time. The only way you won't get is if they anticipate it. In this day and age, teams don't run the QB sneaks, and no team's really going to anticipate it.
One more time for Yadier Molina.
I love to see that.
Mr. DeWitt said it best. Welcome home to the greatest right-handed hitter, the greatest hitter of his generation. Ladies and gentlemen, Albert Pujols.
I'll watch that later on YouTube, but
You ripping, or is this
that's
part
still
of
a
the
commercial.
Want to wake up to smoother, brighter...
Wow, pretty amazing. Yeah, that's definitely right. So Johnny has a bet. He had his phone out. He told me we only got 2 minutes to speak. So hurry up. What a year so far. First of all, First of all, I want to thank my good Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for opening this door to go back to the city of San Luis and find the
Halftime show will have the highlights and
Now, I may have to leave because
that's all coming up when we see you at the half.
my dad's gonna paint the room I'm in right now at some point.
Tied at 14. It's a good game. Doug Peterson back
If
in
we're
Philly.
lucky, it will be after the Cowboys game's over.
And
If we're
Kellen Moore
lucky.
has his offense is playing well.
But
This
if
is
it's not,
2 minutes left. Each team with 3 timeouts.
what we'll
Interesting
probably
Yeah, I think
do
there's a little bit of game management here. I think if you're Dallas, you know Washington gets the ball coming out of halftime.
Can't watch it on my phone. I don't have NFL Plus.
Force them to make a decision if they want to use their timeouts on defense. Work the clock.
What we'll do is, and it's not on Amazon, it's Peacock. Another Noah Brown, another wide open receiver, and that's caught. And now we're down to their 15, or we're close to their 10. Like I said, as far as I know, from what I've watched, which was the last like 7 minutes of the first and the whole entire second, this might be the first time we've been in the red zone this entire season, or like this entire game. Noah Brown has 16 catches for 220 yards this season, a touchdown. He's been like really good, especially in that second game. False start on Tyler Biage, center.
Yeah, it looked like he was trying to make a point. Not exactly sure if he jumped or not.
I don't really know if he jumped.
The rush saying kill, 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 kill.
He was more or less like
the ball or something, but
pointing, like making a point. Because Rush was saying kill, kill, and usually the center will make a point. I don't really know if he jumped. He was more or less. He looked like he just stood still and was going like this at like this forward. I mean,
keep the 10 seconds and still have 3 timeouts. That makes it first and 15.
We're the 8th ranked. Oh, wide open! What a rush! What a play by what a great offensive play by Kellen Moore to make that play, that rushing play. We handed off to Tony Pollard, and I don't know what they call in defense, but the entire middle was wide open. Pollard went straight up the middle and almost got completely through.
Washington, their first
timeout.
And a second down and 6 for Dallas.
Lead by Washington is now 2nd and 6.
7-6 lead. Carson Wentz touchdown pass, 10 yards to Jahan Dotson.
If Cooper Rush is looking for his 4th passing touchdown, I think. He got, no, third. He's only gotten 1 in each game, I believe. Rush. Pressured. And overthrows it to Pollard. It was pretty good coverage by Davis anyway. Now it's a 3rd and 6. Don't tell me we about to do what we've been doing every drive but most of our drives this quarter, and that's have an amazing drive. This has been our best drive of the game. The best drive of the game from either team, really. The longest drive, I believe, of the game for either team.
To set up this 3rd down. And remember, stop the clock. That incomplete.
And we get down to the red zone for what might be the first time in the game that I know of. A rush, pressure, rush. Caught by Michael Gallup, and it's a touchdown. Michael Gallup's 2nd catch of the game, and it's a touchdown. First one was a very impactful catch. It was on a 3rd and 8. He gets 15 on that catch, and then his 2nd catch, the first time he's been back on the field since he made that catch, and it's a touchdown. Rush got right just to the line to avoid the pressure. Great throw and great catch, Gallup, and it's a touchdown, and we're up by us. 5, and this field goal will put us up by 6. 15-play drive right there. It's blocked! That was a great block.
Oh, he's got to pitch the ball.
He's got to stay up.
Keep the ball alive.
The no-lose situation. F.A. Obana got the hand on it.
That's a great block.
Point after. Still, it's Dallas in the lead.
Hey, it's 7-12.
On an urgent Fansville by Dr. Pepper.
Hurry! It's almost kickoff. I am. No! They locked me out! What's the password?
Okay, it's P23XR ampersand.
Dude, the cat's lock is on!
basic cable.
Here we go. What was that? Oh no, I got the spinning wheel.
Bandstown by Dr. Pepper.
7-12 game. Touchdown pass from Cooper Rush to Michael Gallup for his second catch in his first game back since he tore his ACL at the close to the end of the season last season. That's the last like 5 games. It was. I know he tore it like around the end of the season. It was like around like December, I think, or November. It was like I want to say maybe in like our 11th or 12th game of the season. He tore it. I know it was a little later. But the point after was a block. To be honestly better off going for 2 there because we would have gotten it. It would have made it a 7-point game. Rather than now, if they score a touchdown again, now they have they would have a 3-point lead.
So sweet, so crispy. Nobody makes breakfast as good as Wendy's new home-style French toast sticks. Nobody. Nope.
And we, in our next drive, after, after they score a touchdown, we, in our next drive, we kick a field goal. We're still losing by 1. We're only winning by 1 then.
And embrace the moment. Because it's all one big glorious time. Being a passing is not an option.
This is a great block. I kind of could tell that it was going to be blocked after the ball was snapped, and right after the ball was held by the placement kicker. I knew it was going to be blocked.
You're going to see F.A. Obata. He's lined up right here.
He got right past him to block it. 97 got right up the middle to block it.
Great block, but now watch. His teammates are calling for him to pitch the ball. You want to keep this play alive. You see 34 Christian Holmes saying, pitch.
Great tackle by Maher to not allow him to be able to pitch it.
I don't know if you realize that he could have returned it for a 2-point conversion. I don't know if you realize that. Like, and that would have made it a field goal game. It's a big play. Look, I don't know that they would have gone all the way down, but they certainly had an avenue.
About a minute,
anyway, nice play to
104 left on the clock. That's going to be a touchback.
Has a minute 4 and 2 timeouts left.
They have a minute and 4 and have the ball at their 20.
Ironically, their kicker, who's got a big booming leg, Joey Sly, has not attempted a field goal yet in 4 weeks, which is almost hard to believe.
Wow, their field goal kicker has not attempted a field goal at all.
Guys that have come up here now to Washington with Coach Rivera.
Wow.
Joey's got a big leg. He can hit it.
That is wow. That's kind of insane. Maher's been great. He's missed 1 field goal this entire season. Well, I guess now 2 because that one was blocked. But if we're counting like actually missed and not being blocked, he's only missed 1 so far in the 4 games. That one, I forgot how far it was. I can't remember how far it was, but they have a minute and 4 left of their 25 to try to get maybe a field goal range and make it a 2-point game. We do still have 3 timeouts. It's a 2nd and 8. They're not gonna get the first. And he's out of bounds too. Good job by our defensive back, one of our D-backs, one of our secondary players to push him out of bounds before stop the clock. Wentz has been a lot better throwing the ball this quarter, I'd say. He's 7 for 11, 8 for 12 now. He only has 50 yards playing the ball. And he does have a touchdown, which is a great throw from him. 3rd and 2. Wentz hands it off. They're going to get it.
And they will with
Timeout.
17 seconds to go. So they've got
timeout by Washington.
Left. 17 seconds to go and a long way to go. I mean, really,
they still have 1 left. There's only 17 seconds left.
42, you get a chance.
There's no real reason for Dallas to use their timeouts other than the fact they have 3 and they get 3 more in the beginning of the second half. There's only 17, and you still need to stop them on 3 plays.
We fair caught a punt before halftime against Tampa at the Tottenham Stadium, and he actually.
I'm so upset about that game last night, bro. I'm happy the way that Mizzou played because we didn't allow Georgia to have a lead that entire game until the 4th quarter. Like we had the lead the entire game until the 4th quarter. Wentz gonna go deep. Intercepted! Trayvon Diggs! His first interception of the season. Oh no, his second. I believe. Yeah, his second of the year. Yeah, because he got one last week. He got one against the Eagles. I believe, or no, last week. He got one last week because he got the game winning. He got the interception on the last drive of the game for the Giants. He got the interception to seal the game. He tried to go deep, I believe, to McLaurin, and great coverage by Diggs, which was one of his worst things was he allowed the most receiving yards. Elliott gonna get about 4, actually 3, and we're gonna take our 12-7 lead going into.
Time to take a look at our top performers, brought to you by
going into halftime.
Tuesdays on Fox. As you look at this one, why don't we look at the
Cooper, 9 for 16, 127, a touchdown. CD, 4 catches, 59 yards. Carson Wentz, 8 for 13 with 50 yards, touchdown, and an interception.
12, the Commanders 7. Cooper Rush finding Michael Gallup for the lead. Halftime show now in LA. Verizon halftime. Kurt Menefee, all yours, my friend.
Welcome to the Verizon halftime. The network America relies on.
We're back. I'm gonna do my binders.
Terry Bradshaw here with the highlights. Let's roll. Let's do it. Let's have it.
Talked about during the ceremony the heart of
I'll be right
what
back.
this club does. He's like another manager on the field, and I really don't know what life looks like for after Yanni is gone next year. What that position looks like, I just know this: those are enormous shoes to fill, and nobody's going to be able to do.
I don't think we knew how good we had it for the last 19 years behind home plate. Albert is in the lineup today, and Albert Yanni's final home regular season game at Busch. More when we come back on Back to Sports.
The 2022 season is historic for St. Louis, ending an era as baseball legends play out their final season. BigTimeBats.com is releasing this full-size maple bat with the facsimile signatures of the team roster, including Pujols, Molina, Wainwright, Goldschmidt, Arenado, and O'Neill, and the words, "A farewell to legends," across the handle. Honor a generation of legends with this officially licensed bat. See this bat and individual career stat retirement bats at BigTimeBats.com now.
When you drive a Honda, you're driving with America's most fuel-efficient full-line automaker. Follow your adventures with a thrilling power of Honda. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
At AAA, saving money means as much to us as it does to our members. Nikki saved her family over $450 by switching to AAA auto insurance. Marianne switched and saved $350, and Philip saved over $400. Now is a good time to review your auto insurance policy. AAA is here to help you with your auto, home, and life insurance needs. It's easy. Call 866-490-0479 for your free AAA full picture quote today. You'll be glad you did.
Would you look at that?
It's beautiful. What? That's our boy.
So right. Mix and match 2 breakfast sandwiches for only $4.49 at McDonald's.
Or bag over.
Past extraordinary landscapes.
Okay, we're back. Got the bunions.
One that many have
So let's just start off with the cards I already have out.
exploring with Vikings.
These are the ones my dad gave me. All these actually my dad gave me.
The culture.
There's a few in here that I have that I put in that I pulled from my own MLB packs.
On an elegant
These are a mixture of NBA, NFL, NHL, and MLB. It's a mixture of all this. Right here we have our Cowboys ones. These are the ones I have in my drawer. This is from 1989. This is from Troy Aikman's 1989 season, where he threw 9 touchdowns, 18 interceptions.
What would you do for that? It's Dior. Eau de Parfum. Dior.
But yeah, that was his rookie season. This is from his rookie season. Here. Then we have an Emmitt Smith, score 91. From this is his second season in 1990, where he had 11 touchdowns. He had 937 yards on 291 carries and averaged about 3.9 yards per carry.
Well, you think of the countless memories that Albert and Yachty have given us over these many, many years of Cardinal baseball. I don't think these are two of the moments that stick out the most for Albert, of course, against Brad Lidge in 05 in the NLCS, and of course, Yachty the next year in the NLCS against the New York Mets, and of course, the Cardinals going on
Here's this one.
the World Series, the first of 2 for Yachty, Waino.
We have these next two are just Emmitt Smith. This one is this one is a rookie card. This one has like his skills rating system. He had like 4.4 speed, 4.0 blocking, 4.2 receiving, and 4.9 durability.
For those two, and there's Adam Wainwright, part of the ceremonies, giving a hug to Albert and Yachty as well. Waino gaining the start. How ironic is that? And those two gentlemen's final.
Oh no, this isn't his rookie card. Never mind.
Game at Busch Stadium.
This is from the 1991 regular season.
The Cards and the Buccos. When we come back on Valley Sports.
I'm bringing back my spicy chicken.
And then we have this Emmitt Smith, which
what's my motivation? To not get fired again.
is his year 4 season.
Actors. Spicy chicken strips and me. Mark Hamill back for a limited time.
Chevy Silverado. It's got the power you want and the capability you need to do the job, so you can get to the important work. Find new
Who's that?
roads. Find new roads. Get a $500 cash allowance on all 2022.
Those are the ones that I have here. You can buy your
Plus now during truck season, get $1,000 accessory.
in that range of since we're talking about football a lot, and I'm watching the Cardinals game while halftime is going.
Move over, meal prep, and make way for
So we'll only look at football and baseball ones for now, and a few NBA. So we have this.
say hello to easy
These are college cards right here. This is
Well, hello there, home chef.
a college University of Utah Alex Smith in his third season as the quarterback for the University of Utah. He had a 68% completion percentage in 12 games with 2,950 yards, 31 touchdowns, and 4 interceptions. Who's that?
Great costume.
Then we also have from the same series a Aaron Rodgers, college, University of California.
My 100% all-white meat spicy chicken strips are back.
So here's this.
Sitting there. Just
Pretty cool.
sitting there. Can't believe we hired a director for this.
Focus, camera focus.
Spicy chicken strips starting at $5 are back at Jack in the Box.
The farewell ceremony is through, but yet We're just getting things going. Packed house here at Busch Stadium.
I know this isn't football or baseball. This is really cool that I have this. This is from the year before Shaq was drafted. LSU 1992 draft picks. Shaquille O'Neal.
First of all, your thoughts on the speeches from both Yanni and Albert.
They were incredible. They were emotional,
So that's
and it was
cool.
something that was important to them to address the fans and to talk about their families, and it was just a special, special moment. Something I've never seen the likes of.
It was amazing, and now you got to carry that over to the game and see what the emotions will be like. And it's Albert Pujols, it's Yadier Molina. We're going to focus on those two all day long. Obviously,
We had a Topps Now rookie card, 1999 season opener, Donovan McNabb. So that's pretty cool as well.
Out of a Cardinal player, he's played 1,811 games, countless moments though that have been memorable throughout the years. I'm sure some of your favorite moments. Absolutely.
For the same year, 1999, same series, season opener, 1999, you have a Corey Holt.
For second all time, and that's Babe Ruth. 19 seasons in St. Louis. He really changed the position.
Which is pretty cool as well.
And that's Yadier Molina.
Yadier Molina has ushered countless pitchers, veteran, young guys, through big situations. He is a calming presence every single time that he steps on the field, and he is always ready for a moment. We've seen him heat up again in September. Boy, October, watch out.
A packed house, a special day. We're at Busch Stadium in St. Louis. The final regular season home game for those two. Albert Pujols and Yadier.
We have an Omega.
Get set. Baseball is coming up with what should be a memorable afternoon here in St. Louis.
One catch can make all the difference. 4 out of 10 adults will develop cancer.
1998
But screening tests can catch cancer early.
rookie
Save lives. Schedule your cancer screening today.
Colts Peyton Manning
Screening locations in your area. Visit getscreenednow.com.
from the year when he was drafted.
907-2733. When you suffer from junk sleep, the game does too. Take Lewis here.
We also have an Omega Charles Woodson.
Hours delayed. Luckily, that's the same amount of hours our sleep experts
1998 as well.
find the perfect mattress for you. Unjunk your sleep.
That's also pretty
at
cool
Mattress
too.
Firm.
Plaza Tire Service. Save $100 instantly on 4 in-stock Mickey Thompson Baja Legend EXP off-road tires. Plaza Tire Service is your exclusive source for $100 instant savings on these go-anywhere, do-anything tires. That's Plaza Tire Service.
Hi.
You can order curbside and delivery in the Schnucks Rewards app.
They're adorable.
Just another reason why we'll see you at Schnucks.
Wherever we come from, we all have one thing in common. We all want the incredible new iPhone 14 Pro.
Oh, I didn't even have this. This is number 283. It doesn't say out of what, but it's 283 number. It's a rookie Mike Vick. Rookie Michael Vick. That's pretty cool.
You're watching Cardinals baseball on Valley Sports Midwest.
Moments. 2 decades.
We have a signed Troy Aikman. Signed Silver. We have a signed Sean Dawkins. Signed Ron Dane. Jimmy Lewis. Eric Moltz. A signed Peyton Manning. Troy Edwards. Mark Bruno. Donovan McNabb is signed.
His arm and his friendship.
Ed McCaffrey.
The greatest hitter of his generation. The face of an entire era of baseball in St. Louis. And a living legend.
Sean Alexander.
Have done more than leave their mark on a fan base.
ever impacted the game of baseball. Today, we celebrate the memories Yachty and Albert have given Cardinal fans and the moments that have made their careers magical. And maybe, just maybe, before this season comes to an end, and before the careers of these two future Hall of Famers are over, they'll give us a few more moments.
I'm gonna find that one card I
We'll
have.
never
It's
see it
really
again.
cool.
Two guys like this, first ballot Hall of Famers, at a farewell ceremony with two, the same team, this great, iconic baseball city of St. Louis. Amazing moments provided by 4, 5, and at number 50 as well.
It's been incredible. This whole weekend has been fantastic. Today, the ceremony, I mean, talk about tugging at the heartstrings, having those guys address the fan base, thousands and thousands of people just waiting, hanging on every single word.
Here's a really cool one.
That was
A Yankees
I feel like
Topps
this ballpark in ever that didn't have to
61, 1989.
Amazing. I love what Mr. DeWitt said. And welcome back home. And thanks for coming home. Very poignant. This is where he always should have been, number 5 right here in St. Louis.
Absolutely, you know,
Deion Sanders when you play on the Yankees. That's pretty cool.
Arguably, the best 11 seasons you will ever see with the Birds on the bat, but it goes away. He goes away for a while and comes back home. And as Alfred was talking about during his speech, the beginning of things wasn't perfect this year. He had moments where he was questioning, did I make the right decision when I ended up coming back? Well, it turns out, boy, he made the right decision. And his faith to stick with it, the work ethic, everything that's gotten him to this point, it's what's got him over the hump in the second half.
Wasn't that one?
Runs now. And as Albert continues to point out, every time we talk about one of the individual achievements of something that he has done, he said this is step number 1 that we have done as a team to get to the postseason. He's ready for a Team October run.
So the ceremony was just remarkable. The 2 World Series trophies out there representing 6 and 11. Emotional volley moment.
Yeah, just on the table. That's why it's there.
For everyone involved. Yachty very emotional when speaking about his mother. Albert when speaking about coming back home and also listening to those talk about him. And now you have to gear it up and try to play baseball. And that's what can be awfully difficult when you're in sports, trying to amp it up and play at the highest level.
You know what, though? Adam Wainwright, who did address the media before, or address the fans beforehand. He's the
There it is.
First of all, he's the right guy to talk about his 2 teammates. But this has been a guy throughout his entire career.
This is a hollow special collector's edition. There's 250,000 of these cards, and I have the hollow number. I have the number 4 out of 250,000. It's a hollow.
Final regular season start for that man behind the plates.
Something silver streak.
In terms of positioning of where guys are at, Albert Pujols will hit in the first inning. Molina will
Barry Sanders.
familiar spots in the lineup for many, many years with the Cardinals, with Albert Pujols and Yadier Molina.
That is cool. That is cool.
Couldn't go much better.
Well, it just tells you how much, and not that it should be shocking to anybody, but how much Albert and how much Yachty, and even said, you know, specifically, it's like, Yachty, I'm going to miss you the most. You know, these guys have been together forever since Adam made his debut in 2005. But it just tells you how much these 2 guys mean to him and how much of a brotherhood it really is playing this game. I don't care where you're from. You get thrust into, in the game of baseball, individuals from different backgrounds, different beliefs, and you play long enough together, you build bonds, as the 3 of them talked about. Each other's families are their family. That's just really special to hear from all of them.
So the numbers on Adam Wainwright overall this season, 11 and 11. And what would be his final tune-up here today for postseason play in the Hyundai pitch arsenal for number 50. You know what you got here with Adam Wainwright. The curveballs, the swing and miss. He's going to utilize that cutter to get in onto the lefties. He'll sink it every once in a while. Run that four-seam up there. The big key with all of those pitches
Okay.
in the Hyundai pitch
Now,
arsenal is he going
halftime should be over. Might all be over by now, so.
Opening drive.
Yeah, I mean, rightfully so. We
Yeah, it's been over. Sorry that I had to go back before.
Who's the guy he says? Donovan Wilson is by far our most physical tackler. He's our tone setter. He's our edge.
The 4th and 9.
He's a versatile player.
Commanders are
Play in the
punting it.
box. He can play deep safety. A talented group defensively here in Dallas.
Turbin?
Turpin
Gonna call for a catch.
at the 15.
Okay.
Cowboys football, first possession of the third quarter for them. 12-7 their lead here in Arlington.
This book has helped me reach so many young.
What's the lowest you'll go?
Carlson and Burleson in the outfield. Well, certainly a little help right there with O'Neal Cruz. You'd think that this first inning for Adam Wainwright, after all the emotions that you're talking about, this would be an important one. Adam, oftentimes, if you're going to get to him, you got to get to him early. One pitch, one out. There's Brian Reynolds, who has popped 26 home runs. With a pitch that would be wonderful to see today, stating the obvious, but for a lot of reasons going into this start, would be Adam Wainwright coming out here and just shoving. I mean, looking sharp and being ready to go.
Adam hasn't had particularly bad season. 11-11, definitely nowhere near as good as last year. He's on 11-11 with a 350, I think like a set, 6.259 ERA. With like 134 strikes. He just had a really bad September. That's why his ERA is so high. Because he's had a dead on in September. And a little bit at the end of August.
All 5 senses. So when you finally bite in, the flavors just confirm what the other 4 senses already know. This is fantastic. Panera. Elevate any event with Panera Catering.
Rates may be rising, but with Rocket, you have an advantage. You can
Oh,
lock your rate
I'm
for 90
sorry,
days while
there's
you
probably
search for
not going to be a Cardinals franchise episode tonight.
That's the Rocket advantage.
But next
Call
week,
836 Rocket today.
next
Get the
weekend,
new
so on
iPhone
next
14 Pro
Saturday,
on us.
I will
now,
make
T-Mobile
sure
is
we
including
do
Apple
one
Business Essentials, so you
on
can
Saturday,
easily manage
and
your
we'll
team's
even do
devices.
one for Sunday.
On the network with more 5G
Because
coverage.
we didn't do one
Only
this
from T-Mobile
weekend.
for Business.
I feel like I at least should do at least 2 episodes. Either on 2 episodes on Saturday, 2 episodes on Sunday, or do an episode on Saturday and an episode on Sunday. I might just do 2 episodes on Sunday. Or Saturday, so I have a day off Sunday, and then do the large few episodes. Like I said, the Cardinals franchise, we're ending the season after this season. Because there's not much else we can really do at this point.
Visit redcross.org/NFL or text the word Ian to 90999. Make a $10 donation to help. It's devastating effects. Looking at those pictures and videos.
And they try to do a pitch to Pollard. He's going to lose about 5. At least 3 to 4 on that.
It's a really nice play. You're going to see they pulled the tackle.
Great play by
He's trying to
Jackson.
kick him
By
out.
the
William Jackson doesn't give him a chance.
great
Kinda
play by
comes
Jackson
underneath
for
the block,
the.
gets skinny.
Yeah, that's a loss of 7. I thought that was like a loss of 5, but that's a loss of 7. The second 17 at back at our like at our like 9. Empty backfield. Pollard out out there as a receiver. Rush gonna throw. Rush pressured. Gonna get it off as a flag. It's picked off, but there's a penalty.
Looks like it, but there's a penalty. I think Davis might have gotten Pollard on the way out of that route. Let's see.
Maybe PI.
There's a lot to unpack.
Holding on holding on defense.
It wasn't on Davis, it was on St. Juice.
On St. Juice. That's his second penalty of the night. for St. Jude's.
I think it was Davis. Let's find out.
I do think it was.
Yeah, I think they called the wrong guy.
It was.
St. Jude's got it called on him. I think it was Jackson in the slot.
It was Jackson. He held Gallup.
He puts the back outside wide, and the linebacker goes with him. That's his man tell.
We've had one penalty this game, and it was a false start.
Time a pick has been negated by a penalty.
1st and 10, and that's the pass rush. I mean
He's made a couple of nice plays. So think about that. You're right. 2 interceptions negated for penalty. They also have to blow up on
the run stop has been great here in this so far. That's back-to-back losses, loss of yards on a rushing play.
That's a really good
Pollard being in there.
I mean, Zach Martin's one of the premier guards in the entire league.
See, with Pollard, he isn't going to be able to fight through that to try to get to the line of scrimmage, but with he can at least try to fight through it to at least get back to the line. Rush just had to throw it down, and he was about to get sacked for a goddamn safety.
Really nice line game there. They were trying to
would have made a 3-point game, and they would have given the ball back to Commanders.
Cooper Rush off his spot. Just kind of dirted it at the
30-12. We're going to try to pick it up.
Nice job here by Washington. It's been a good stand again.
Yeah.
Take the penalty away, and they've kind of asserted themselves here to start the second half.
Have to get to the 20.
Rush almost getting set, and Schultz drops it.
It's a tight end. A lot of pressure that time from Washington. Montez Sweat got there.
Pressured. Rush had to just try to dump it off of Schultz.
Another screen at the top. You're going to see they try to set up a tight end screen. Montez Sweat gets pressured.
Nah, that's nothing we could really do there.
He kind of sees.
It's either you try to dump it off of Schultz, or you take the safety.
Again, back-to-back screens. He's been forced to just throw at the feet of his intended target.
And now the Pro Bowl partners have to try to punch it from the end zone. From the end zone, that's a great point. Great! Oh, almost had a tackle. That's a great point. All the way from our end zone, and he punted that thing down to the 45.
Washington D with a nice little hole. Got a 5-point deficit for their football here in the third.
They get the ball from their 40. It was a good punt from right in our end zone.
They'll be early.
To embarrass myself. Wanted me to finish strong. Just one step was to get into the postseason. Next, bring a championship back.
Got Burrow from that second.
Love it.
His decision.
Go towards Donovan second.
This year.
Mr. Brandon Donovan already got himself a double, or a base hit, or a walk in full base. Burleson? He can't see it! He couldn't see the ball because of the sun. I thought that was gone for a second. Good goes. And Albert comes up to down, runs the second, 3 outs. Ground ball would score the runner from third. That's a dub, and we're still on commercial. You're kind of getting a play-by-play from both games at this point. Because when the Cardinals game is not in commercial and the Cowboys is in commercial, kind of getting a play-by-play of this. If Albert hits a 3-run bomb, he ties Babe Ruth for RBI.
Everyone on their feet.
I think.
The first pitch. If Albert hits a home run here, he ties Babe Ruth.
Ties Babe Ruth.
For second all-time in runs batted in the history of Major League Baseball.
He's put 106 games this season. He gets a base hit. It probably scores both runs, and then he'll be one shot. And we still have another series to go, which is our last series, I believe, again at PNC. So And he's hit a lot of homers against Pittsburgh this season, especially at PNC.
The 2-0 pitch.
3-0. Yeah, they're walking him. Who's up to bat? Is it Yachty? You got Yachty back for it.
Sitting on deck. I'm not sure
Arenado.
play with that much fire.
I don't know if I'd load the bases for Nolan Arenado.
3-0 pitch.
Base hit. That's scoring 2 runs. He's one shy of tying Babe. One back of tying Babe with a double RBI, 2 RBI double, and he's one back of tying Babe in RBIs. Washington 2nd and 11 at their 40. They just got it off once again. Wentz pressured. Almost intercepted by Diggs. Diggs almost picked the ball while sliding to the ground. But there's a penalty back at the around the quarterback area. Might be illegal hands to the face or roughing the passer, because he was being pressured before he threw it.
In his arm strength, he thinks he can make those throws.
Holding on the offense.
Replay second down. That's on Sadiq Charles.
You can see he gets that right hand up underneath.
Dante Fowler.
He's trying to run him wide.
They got right up underneath the chin.
Try to run your guy.
I mean, you have Fowler coming right at you from the right, and then you have Micah Parsons who's getting ready to break free.
Kind of beat him there on the edge. But how many times have we seen this? The aggressive style of Dallas forcing these.
That's a 2nd and 21.
Washington has found themselves multiple times today. 2nd plus 20.
At the 30, at their 30. Sorry, I thought it was the 40, but they're 30. Wentz, and it's a flag as the ball was being snapped. Ball start on the offense.
Well, Washington only had 12 penalties on the year coming in. They've got 8 today.
They had 12 penalties on the year through the first 3 games, and they have 8 in this game. We have like 1. And now it's a 2nd and 26. They're gonna need at least 10 to 12 yard picked up from a pass.
Openers where your schedule gets thrown off a little bit. Roansy Contreras has not been through stuff like this. He's 22
Okay, I'm assuming Arenado either grounded out or hit a deep fly ball, and Albert was able to tag up the 3rd. And I got Yachty's up, batting 5th in the lineup. Let's go. Yeah.
Dante Fowler, he comes off the offense's right side unblocked.
Wentz is sacked. Dante Fowler. Unblocked. Oh, no, it wasn't a sack, but unblocked gets the tackle for a loss. He might have gotten back to the line. Nope, he lost. What did I say? It was a 26. He lost like a yard. It's now a 3rd and 27. Great defense. Unfortunate penalties were called on Washington. The holding, then you add on the false start. Then you down the tackle for loss. And Wentz is pressured again. Incomplete. Lawrence hit him while Wentz was hit while throwing it by Lawrence, and it's incomplete, and it's a 4th and 27. Great defense.
You know, his eyes, he came out looking right. It looks like McLaurin's open. There's a safety over the top. Hooker is kind of not as open as he looks from that camera.
And they're going to have the punt. Yachty hit a sack fly. Albert scores. 3-0. I mean, yesterday we put up I think it was 5 or 6 in the first. Yeah, because Dickerson had a grand slam when it was 2-0.
Dickerson with a grand slam last night. They'll throw that baseball out. The keepsake for Yachty, as he now leads. It's sack flies. 75 sacrifice flies for Yachty, most in franchise history.
Yachty with the most sacrifice flies in Cardinals history
If it
with
is
75.
running into the kicker, it's only a 5-yard penalty.
And it's a flag on the punt.
The roughing, that's a little different. There's no foul for running into the kicker.
No flag for running into the kicker.
So, Dallas defense forcing Washington to go backwards.
Mitch Trubisky got taken out, and they're bringing Kenny Pickett.
Making it tough on Carson Wentz.
Wentz, he is having a time this season with sacks, man. I mean, it was sacked like 8 times yesterday, or last week against, against that team.
Say here's we're sitting with 2 outs in the bottom of the first, and
I can't think of the
seeing
team.
all the smiles. Oh, the tears have faded a little bit. 1-2-3 inning for Waino. The
Eagles?
RBI double, the sack fly there for Yachty.
I can't remember. I don't pay attention to the
Right back to business, just like these guys' entire career, isn't it? It's unbelievable. To be able to kind of shut it off, the emotions, if you will, and focus at the task at hand.
They were sacked 8
You know,
times.
you played at the highest level. It is very difficult
Against
to do.
whoever they face. And we come into this game with the most sacks
This game could bear
in the entire league. Our team has the most sacks out of any team in the NFL.
You're dealing with physical ailments.
Marcus Lawrence has 3. Micah Parsons has, I think, he has 3 or 4. No, he has 4. He definitely has 4. He has 5, I think. No, it's 3.
So many fans got here early.
No, 4. Because he had 2 sacks on Palm week 1, and they were both in the red zone.
90% were in their seats before the ceremony began, and there was nothing going on the field.
And he had 2 against the Bengals.
And yet people just sitting around.
Still had pressures against the Giants, but he was, questionable going into that game. So. Seahawks are blowing the Lions 31-50. I did not expect that, although the Lions have had a fairy tale start this season, offensively. Like, averaging, around 30 to 28 points a game. They scored, 30 plus in their first 2 games.
Part of the game.
Now we're back.
Washington has hung in. They've played much better. Just kind of teetering right now, right?
It is. And
You got
Washington's
the ball.
defense is giving them a chance, right? The offense is sputtering a little bit on the
Their
Washington
defense
side,
is
but it
giving them a
seems
chance.
The defense of Dallas has
They
really
held us
taken all the
3 and out
energy.
last
They are flying high.
drive.
They had a great series there, forcing some negative plays on penalties and getting after Carson Wentz.
7:48 left
This
here in the
defense
third.
needs
It's a
to improve
12-7 game.
if
First and
Washington
10.
wants to keep this thing within 1 score.
I believe Zeke is in the backfield. They're gonna fake the handoff. Rush gonna throw it down the field to Noah Brown, and it's caught. Noah Brown.
Yeah, sometimes you can just feel it.
Rush now 10 for 19. Just gets past gets ahead of the cornerback. Not cornerback. Gets ahead of the cornerback. The safety couldn't get over Noah Brown just to try to deflect the pass or anything, and it's caught Noah Brown. We're already just like that. We go from our 40 to their 20 on that one play.
Getting his chance this year, and he's producing.
Well, to their 32, and that's gonna probably be a full start.
Offense number 86.
Yeah, false start on Dalton Schultz. I saw that one.
It's only the second on Dallas here today.
So it's surprisingly it's only their
We
second.
talked about Amani Cooper going to Cleveland.
Noah Brown, 2 catches, 56 yards in this game. He leads our team in catches, I believe,
Guy who's benefited, especially with
and
Gallup being out
receiving
the
yards,
first
I
two
think.
games. He had not gotten a lot of playing time. Got to broke his
Because,
leg at Ohio State. Didn't have a lot of time there.
CD struggled last week with 3 drops. Elliott, he's gonna get stuffed and nowhere to go. He had a little. He found a hole, but by the time he got to it, oh, Zach Martin limping. That's not good. That's not good.
He's the one who's a little sluggish getting up now.
Oh no, not Zach Martin, bro. Come on. Please cut our offensive lineman. Please cut our offensive line a break, bro. You're already out with Tyrone. We already are missing Tyrone Smith. We're already missing the other dude. I forgot what his name was. And now Zach Martin's limp. Now Zach Martin's getting off the field a little sluggish now. Oh my god. He stepped on his. He rolled his ankle on, I believe that was Terrence Steele, I think.
Stepped on his own guy's foot, rolled his ankle.
Rolled his ankle by stepping on his own teammate, on one of our 73s.
Traditionally in those linemen,
But, no. God dang it, bro. He was our best offensive lineman that was on there.
Five-time All-Pro, and you hope that he's okay.
Now with him off the field, our best one really is Connor McGovern, really.
Left guard. He's played fullback.
I mean, Jason Peters is probably going to be out there now. He's still pretty good. Even though he's not the all-pro like he used to be. But he's fine. CD having a great game. I don't think he has a single drop this game, especially that's good, especially coming off his last game where he had 3 drops.
Have settled in.
And two of them were wide open. He just dropped it. One was a heartbreaker because it wide open down the field, and it was right through his hands. It went basically like that. It went right through his arms. Empty backfield rush. Motion. Now Schultz motioning over to the right. Now 4 seconds at the playoff. To get it off, rush, throws, caught by Noah Brown. It's going to be short of a first down, though.
Now it looks like there's no decision at all. As Mike McCarthy sends the field goal.
And we're gonna kick the field goal. Hopefully, Cooper Rush having a lot better rebound from the beginning of the quarter. He's now 11 for, I believe now, 11 for 21 or 11 for 22. We're going to bring in,
big play on first down to Noah Brown for them to.
For 20, he's 2 for 2.
Huge win.
Sure is.
With field goals.
Brett Maher has got 2 field goals today
in this game. And that one is good. And we extend our lead to 15-7. I feel a lot more comfortable now because we're at least up by 8.
Moderate to severe eczema still disrupts my skin. Despite treatment, it disrupts my skin with itch. It disrupts my skin with rash. But now, I can disrupt eczema with Rinvoq. Rinvoq is not a steroid, topical, or injection. It's one pill, once
at least
a day
now
that's
we're up by a
effective
touchdown
without
and a
topical
2-point conversion
steroids.
now.
Many Rinvoq saw clear or almost clear.
Before I throw it back to you, I want to point out, as he chokes me, that the ceremony was unbelievable.
Yo, my boy Matt Holiday.
Did an unbelievable job. Congrats to you. All right, thank you guys. Appreciate it. Hope I survive. I hope you do too. When you sit down there, you hear some of the conversations that maybe you don't get on mic, and I'm telling you, there were a lot of tears shed down there, emotions.
Oh my God, what a curveball, Adam. That's disgusting. See, that's what. See, I'm liking this, Adam.
And the first strikeout of the afternoon for Adam Wainwright. Well, fittingly, strikeout number 1 comes with old Uncle Charlie. The curveball backdoor right here ends up getting Castro. Gets the call just off the plate by home plate umpire Randy Rosenberg.
Like, he wasn't pitching bad. He was still pitching for was his mechanics weren't working. If you would throw a cutter, it wouldn't do what a cutter does. It would just elevate. It wouldn't cut in. You throw a fastball, if you throw a cutter up high in the top of the zone, it's supposed to go to the top of the zone, it's supposed to cut into the zone.
Very, very close. And I don't know
His cutter would, you throw it in the top of the zone, it kept elevating higher out of the zone, rather than cutting into the zone. or throwing the cutter in the zone and then cutting, and the cutter cuts out of the zone to get in the swing. It wouldn't do that. It would either A, stay in the zone and not cut at all, or it would, or if he threw it out of the zone, wanting to cut in the zone, it would just keep elevating out of the zone. Got him, a swing and miss. 0-2. Oh yeah, Adam looking nice right now. This is what we missed from Adam. Jacksonville, you haven't scored since the freaking first half. Pittsburgh win 12-10 now. They're behind Kenny Pickett now. They're winning. Ball is hit the left. That's getting down. It's fine.
Keeps it a one-score
It was a lazy
with
fly ball up
down
so.
8. It's been fun. You talked all
First and 10, 4:56 left in the third.
Aaron Donald, but might be the best defensive player in the league. It's been fun watching him move around.
And what's so rare is for an elite player to be able to play so many different spots and really have no drop-off, right? He can play off the ball as a traditional linebacker, which is really where everyone expected his big impact last year as a rookie. But we've seen him more than ever this year line up on the defensive end and rush the passer. Kind of where he is here. Saw him line up in the slot, guard Terry McLaurin.
Gonna hand it off. Gibson not gonna get nothing. He gets about a yard or two.
Donovan Wilson was there. So where's he been, Greg?
So you see him here. He's lined up out in the slot. He gets walked away in an empty set. Now he's an edge rusher. He's got to rush the passer. Now he lined up. This was the third down last series. Lines up over the nose. Gives him a lot of multiple looks there. Just
Cardinals 11 ring.
Right now, figuring out how to get the best out of this young, talented player he has. Sometimes when you have a guy
and then got the got Cowboys Super Bowl ring. This is from
over one season. I think they've done just that.
Wentz. Incomplete.
Micah Parsons and Dan Quinn's put a pretty good mix on EA.
Oh, yeah. And Micah Parsons telling me this week, Dan Quinn, he took my career to a whole new level. The vision he had for me, the vision I had for myself is completely different. That vision went through the roof. He said he knew I had the talent and the potential, and we advanced it to a whole new level. Micah telling Dan Quinn, I'm going where you go. That's the type of love and faith he has in his deep court, guys.
Well, let's watch him here on 3rd and 9.
3rd and 9. Wentz, pressure. Wentz throws. Caught! What a throw! To escape out of the pocket. What a throw to find Dotson. That was Dotson's second huge catch of the night. First was that touchdown in the end zone, which was a great throw from Wentz, and now this to get the 3rd and 8, or 3rd and 9. To get by Anthony Brown once again. He gets by Brown, who just couldn't get his fingertips on that ball. The ball was Wentz just threw the ball high enough to where Brown could not get his hands on it to try to hit it, to try to bat it out of the air. Now McKissick battling. I'm sorry, that's Williams who just picks up a huge gain on the ground.
Sometimes it just takes one play to spark you. That's what the completion
huge gain, gets past late, good block on Vander Esch, shakes the tackle by Gallimore, and then Hooker and Brown bring him down, and they're down to Dallas's about 20. Hand it off again, he gets about, pick up a 4.
Came in to make that play after a short game. Carson Wentz talked about things he can do. This is what he can do.
Yeah, Ron Rivera told us this offseason when they were looking for their quarterback, they said he had all the traits that we wanted in the position.
I mean, Wentz has always been able to move. Wentz has always been
all the things we were looking for out of our quarterback.
At least a top 10 quarterback in the pocket, moving in the pocket. He's always had the ability to move and avoid tackles in the pocket.
Find themselves now down in the red zone.
And you need someone like that when you don't have a good offensive line. Oh, he is pressured. He just gets it off before getting sacked. Wilson almost getting his second sack of the season.
And this is going to be really interesting, KB, whether or not
Wentz just gets it off. Is that it? Could be intentional grounding.
He can play kind of a linebacker, safety hybrid role. He gets to Wentz.
They didn't call it.
You can see the officials talking whether or not.
I'm talking about it. See if it's intentional grounding.
But the ball was thrown way over his head. He ran towards the ball. Very smart play.
Let's ask Mike for Mike, was Logan Thomas close enough there?
They're calling it intentional grounding. They're going to say Logan Thomas was not close enough to the ball when Wentz just chucked it up in the air. I mean, how close was he? Right there.
Now when Carson Wentz goes, he sees his quarterback and he's trying to get out. But you see the ball's going to land way out here.
Yeah, that ball's all the way out to the sideline. I mean, Thomas was running, trying to get to it, but he was nowhere near close to that ball. Yeah, that's intentional grounding. Like that and Wentz just looked like he just chalked it up in there, hoping that someone could get to it. And Thomas, he almost got to it, but he couldn't. 8 penalties now for the Commanders for Washington. We've only gotten 2, which I'm pretty happy about because we are probably the most. Off. Now it's gonna be false start on the right tackle.
9 penalties for 71 yards.
And so many of these penalties, they're viewed as self-inflicted, right? 3 snap penalties.
Yeah, that's offside. That's a false start. 9th penalty for Washington for 71. It's cost them 71 yards, and now, rather than it being like a third and like 10 or whatever, it's now a 3rd and 27. It was like 3rd and something. That's not 3rd. Oh.
They got to get to the 10. They're going to set it up McKissick.
McKissick.
A couple of blocks and he's drilled down to 26. But at the very least, it makes it a much more doable field goal. I think that was the intention.
They might be able to get a field goal out of this.
Scott Turner, play for the field goal. You're down 8.
McKissick's been kind of nice for them on this drive. He got that huge rushing carry on the ground, and then he gets them to possibly getting to a field goal. This is this man's first field goal attempt of the entire year. They're the only team that has yet to attempt one, and it is good. It's a 5-point Dallas lead.
We'll be right back after these messages from
You're up 5-10, 15 to 10. It's a 5-point lead.
St. Louis Cardinals baseball is brought to you by Budweiser. This Bud's for you. By Chevrolet, the #1 selling brand in the St. Louis area. 5 years at your Mid-America Chevy dealer. Car Shield cars go farther. The time lapse. When folks started to arrive at the ballpark, I got here about 8:30, 8:45, and they were lined up like it was a Saturday night giveaway.
Oh, they tied the game. It's 3-3.
It was crazy. How many people were in downtown St. Louis to be a part of it today? Upside off the bat, and the shortstop wants it. O'Neal Cruz puts it away.
That's a 3-run ball, I'm assuming.
And there's one away here in the home half of the second. Pirates defensively with Castro, Cruz, Bay, and Gamble on the infield. Heineman is behind the plate. Sawinski, Reynolds, and Mitchell in the outfield. Round the horn presented by Dobbs Tire and Auto Centers. Paul DeYoung, it's been a tough go, obviously.
Oh, God, Paul. Can we send him down, please? And Ben Gamble hit a 3-run home. I don't know what his why he has, like, he always just plays he always plays super well when he faces us. Bro, hold on. At least your average is above 150 something. At least it was 150. It's 149. Can we please send this man down and recall up Nolan Gorman, please? At least Nolan Gorman was batting at least 240 to 250. And had almost like 16 runs, 17 runs. I know he was like, he was, you know, he had 14 was in a super bad stretch. Striking out a crap ton. But like still, Paul DeYoung is not going to be good in the playoffs. He's not playing well now. What makes you think he's not going to win the playoffs? At least with Nolan Gorman, you saw how good he can be.
That's inspiring for a team. Zip,
well, I'm pretty sure we can't do any more calls. Unless, of course, we get an injury. Rush, gonna let it go into double coverage. Pass interference. That's pass interference. I don't care. You cannot, bro. You cannot argue that.
He's in pretty good position.
Double coverage.
He stays in phase.
Yeah. Yeah, he grabbed his shoulder pads and his face mask.
He's a little two-hand tug to pull himself through. He doesn't need to do it. He's in good position. He's got vision of the ball.
He didn't need to pull. He did not need to grab the face mask or anything. He did not need to pull him down. He was in great position to block that. That's their 10th penalty for, and it's 10 penalties for 109 yards.
They have 12 penalties in 3 games, so they hadn't done this the first 3 games, but hasn't been good for them today. 38 yards.
48 seconds, and now we're down past half field now. Hand it off, Elliott. Great carry from Elliott. Gets about 5.
Their rush selection today has been interesting, right? You know, there's been
definitely don't need a timeout because it's so close game.
Really on Elliott's shoulders.
And plus, we can go into the fourth quarter and solve the ball.
Yeah, I think each game, Kellen Moore is trying to figure out what the puzzle looks like in the run game. You know, is it more of a downhill zone?
22 rushing plays and 22 passes in this game.
It's forte. We've seen him do that for a long time. Pollard is more of their home run hitter. We've seen him try to get him in the screen.
Third, about 10 seconds left. The play clock and the game clock is about a second off. About 1 second off. There's about a second more on the play clock. And they're just gonna let they're just gonna let time expire and go into the fourth quarter with the ball up to Washington's, I think, 20 or 35.
It would be the Braves, but there's a lot of unsettled business scenarios that could unfold here in the next 4 days.
Currently, we are facing the Phillies.
It really is, and that one game back that the Braves are of Philadelphia right
We're
now.
currently facing the Phillies, and all 3 games will be in St. Louis.
Because they don't hold the tiebreaker. It's kind of like when the Cardinals were going into clinch, and everybody said, no, now magic number's 3. Well, technically, no, because you win the tiebreaker. Well, I think that's something Major League Baseball should just fix for us. Don't make me do crazy math. Dan, you know that's not a strong point. I'll say of us. You're not the only one. That's why we get along.
Ball got away from Gamble. It was kept close though.
By the way, 7-0. That's in the 5th, and Milwaukee and Miami, they're scoreless in the 5th. So if you're Milwaukee, you're saying we have to win today if the Phillies are up 7-0.
Oh yeah, Phillies up 7-0. They need to win. The Brewers need to win. It's a 0-3 game at the top of the
So
fifth.
2 outs, runner at first. And the 1-0 pitch to...
They need to win. They have like 4 games left, I think.
Called back, and it's 1-1.
And if they lose this, they go down, I think, a game and a half or 2 games.
It's been like for guys like Donovan and
Chargers are currently beating the Texans.
others that are rookies on this team to be a part of their first ever Major League season and see what this has been
Wilson's
like.
up today. He's 1 for 1, the double and a run.
Him into that mix, Newt Farm. I mean, there's so many different guys that are...
Giants are beating Chicago 17-4.
Play big roles. I think the veteran presence that's been there.
have really helped them.
Donovan hits it to left field. Spot.
Make the catch.
A Newt Martin's gonna be so good in the playoffs, especially with how clutch he is, bro. Wouldn't be surprised he hits
Dear road rivals,
walk
cheer
off
up,
game
twinsies.
in
If you try
game
harder, maybe you
3.
can catch up later. Toyota.
But technically, we only need to win 2 games. Because it's 3 win 2, we just need to win 2 games. If we win the first 2 games, because all 3 games are home, we win the first, we go on to face. I believe we go on to face the Dodgers.
Well, Washington came into this game off a dreadful performance against Philadelphia. They knew they had to control the ball on the ground and limit mistakes to stay in the game. They haven't limited mistakes,
the Dodgers.
but they have controlled the game on the ground, made a couple big plays, and their defense has played very, very well.
Because the Mets would face they face the Padres. Because the number 1 and 2 in the wildcard rankings will face each other. And then because we won our division, would face the Phillies. Pressure. And it's a touchdown to CeeDee Lamb. Once again, wide open down the field. Rush was pressured, and he throws a perfect throw to CeeDee Lamb. Wide open touchdown. I don't know how he's wide open. He's right in the middle of 2 defensemen. Right in the middle of two D-backs. Beautiful move. Touchdown wide open. Just splitting. Just got separation on the dude that was covering him. The safety that's right next to him had no chance to get over, and it's a touchdown wide open. We're about to take the extra point is good, and we're up 22-10. Just like that, the first play of the 4th quarter, and it's a beautiful throw to CeeDee Lamb for a touchdown wide open catch, untouched. And that was good, and he was pressuring that man right in front of him too.
Looking off, they've got 2 high safeties.
Showing him how good he can throw under the pressure.
He's going to take the front side safety. So now here's the zone he's got to throw. But with this double move by CeeDee Lamb, once Cooper Rush sees 31 Cam Curl,
Montez Sweat like, yo, bro, come on. He had pressure too. He was right in his face.
As you can run. Look at who the top cheerleader is. Dak Prescott right there. Those guys are friends. They've been together now since 2017, rooting on each other. And Lamb, it's almost like Greg after he had those 3 drops against Giants last week.
He hasn't dropped the pass this game.
Change up right there from Adam Wainwright. That's a pitch a couple of starts ago. I mean, generally, you know what he's got. It's a fastball, curveball, that cutter. Started breaking that change up out more. Trying to keep that balance.
Good curveball. Okay.
2-1. So we've talked about this a lot, but you have a player that's in 6'7". You just don't see that in the game of baseball all that much. And a strike zone can change with a home plate umpire.
That's ball 3.
But generally speaking, you don't have 6'7" guys. Well, technically, I mean, it's supposed to change, dude. Up and down for the hitter. Now horizontally should stay the same.
3-1. Curveball. Beautiful curveball. Taken for a strike. Right at the bottom of the zone. It's a full count to O'Neal Cruz, who leads off the inning.
And a 3-2 pitch. Cruz
Base hit.
the air out to right center, and that'll drop for a base hit.
If it hung just a little bit, if the ball was in the air for a little bit longer, Carlson could have gotten that. Now, if we had Harrison Bader, his speed compared to Carlson's not as good. Carlson plays he's pretty good defender out in center. But Bader, with his speed and his defense, would have made that catch.
Lead off base hit, Cruz, and now Brian Reynolds, the switch
But I can't really pause it.
Can we do something?
What?
Get that chewy box off the porch.
Okay.
And he's forced out of bounds by Brown after a pickup of a couple yards.
So much of this approach, Ron Rivera and Scotty Turner, they told us this was going to be their approach today. Slow the game down, stay in it till the end. The problem is the defense, it's all contingent on how well they play. They've played great, but now they find themselves down 2 full scores. So now it's, hey, do we have the patience and the ability to be so run game oriented, knowing that we find ourselves down here by 12 in the fourth quarter? It'll be a big test to see if they can really stay true to this philosophy throughout the rest of this fourth quarter.
They're going to hand it off. Gibson, cut back, gets about 3.
Antonio Gibson, he'll pick up 5.
Pick up 5.
3rd and short.
Bills have come back down. Come through with the Bills were down against the road. They had 3 points, but now they tied it 20-20 in the fourth. It was like 3-20, or 3-17, or 3-14, something like that. Then it was like 10-17 or 10-20, now it's 20-20. 3rd and 3. They hand it off. They're not. They're going to lose yards. They're actually going to use the yard too.
Catch him in a personnel group that was light in the box. You mentioned it. Micah Parsons, Leighton Vander Esch were both right in the A gaps. You're going to see here. So they've got guys in every gap. Don Wilson. It's a tough run look. Just nowhere to go. Curious if Carson Wentz has the ability to try to get out of that play, take advantage of that heavier box, and try to get the ball on the perimeter. Then they got a punt.
Booming kick by Tress Way. Turpin fair catch right around the 10. Well, Cooper Rush trying to become the Cowboy quarterback to ever win his first 4 starts. Feeling pretty good about it. He's up 12, and they got the ball again.
And smiling.
We get the ball back.
And then just applies the tag as the runner slides into it. It's hilarious.
It's just how automatic those throws from Yanni are to second.
Just got a piece.
I may stream Dead by Daylight after this, possibly. I don't know.
And a 2-2 pitch to Brian Reynolds.
2-2?
Ground ball hit to the right side, taken by Tommy Edmond.
Edmond gets beat out first, but the runner advances to third. There's only one out.
Superstitious. Yeah, you don't need to get that personal. The State Farm personal price plan is simply...
With a 2023 season ticket deposit. A plan for every fan. Learn more at cardinals.com/season.
Go through the other one.
The Cardinals tied at 3-3.
Next week for week 5.
And Newhart not sure if that ticket plan
38-23 is that game. 23-14 is Jacksonville. Philly. Oh my God! What a.
Include any of my green seats through the fence. I still have them.
Not sure who you gave those seats to today, but they were treated to a special ceremony, no doubt. That's very kind of you. Everybody had a nice day. 0-1 pitch. A swing and a miss.
It is the Steelers were winning 12-10. I think. Might have been 11-10. I don't know. It's now a 12-10. They got 3-point wins or 1 point. Or they scored a single point. Oh, Dickerson! What a play! It does score a run, but what a sliding play from Corey Dickerson. Out in left field. It scores the run. You had no chance. You had to make that play. You had to slide this right. Like, you had to slide to keep that from being a base hit. You weren't gonna turn two on one of the fastest players in the National League in O'Neal Cruz. You weren't, especially since you had a slide for that. But it does keep a hit off the. It just keeps someone else off the bases. Pollard out to the left side, gets hey. The flag though.
Coming back at least a little bit, not much further you can go.
Holding up on Schultz. That's Schultz's second penalty. He had a false start and a now holding.
You can see Dalton Schultz.
Yeah, holding on.
The second that ball bounces.
Yeah, he held on. He held 96. If he did, honestly, if he didn't, it would have been a loss of like 4, a loss of 3. It would have been even harder third down. Now take 3rd and 13. I mean, Cooper Rush is 13 for 22, 2 tutties, 215 passing. Rush gets it deflected.
That could have been a disaster for Dallas. It was knocked up by Jonathan Allen, I believe.
That was deflected by Jonathan Allen. If that ball would have been caught after being deflected in the air, that would by Washington, that would have been an interception in the end zone, which would have scored a touchdown for Washington.
Fell right at his feet. You can see him. He comes around the outside. Nice job by Sweat, caving in the side. Take a look where this ball bounces. Oh, he just cut out. That ball landed only a couple feet from him.
Caught from the end zone the second time that's happened of the night.
Washington gets a break and it's out of bounds, short of the 40. Maybe way short. We'll see where they mark this. And so Anger, their Pro Bowl punter, forget the 40. It's going to be at the 30. Well, Washington gets a huge stand and now a big break. Just a 22-yard punt from the normally excellent punter. I think he just missed it.
Yeah, sometimes you just shank it. There's no real pressure. Protection looks good. Sometimes they have these punters really try to directional the ball towards the sideline to reduce the amount of space the returner has.
Yeah, he missed it. It hit. It went off his foot. The way he kicked it off his foot was yeah. And they get the ball now at our 30 already.
To the 25. Terry McLaurin wondering where's he been to try to get him involved early, but he has not been involved at all. 2 catches for 15 yards. Seems like Captain Louis flipped right now.
2 catches for 15 yards for Terry McLaurin.
And it's really been a bunch of different guys. You see Diggs here playing a more man. First clip was kind of a cloud with a safety over the top. They've done a nice job changing the look. Sometimes
been targeted 4 times. 2 catches, 15 yards for Terry McLaurin.
See this time at the top of the
10:40 left. With 10:35 left. They gotta get it off. They get it off with about a second left. They go to Logan Thomas. He gets the first.
Nice job there pre-snap by Carson Wentz. Good play design. He got a good man tell. He knew when he brought Logan Thomas over there as the number 2 receiver, he knew Diggs was going to be man. This is just one-on-one, little slant flat. See Hooker kind of have to avoid the slant by the outside receiver. Good play design, simple. What gives him the pre-snap tell where to go with the ball.
Hand it off.
Fighting for every yard.
Gibson. He hasn't had that great of a game.
He's had a good game running. 11 carries, 45 yards. And now
oh my God! And now we have an injured defensive lineman. He's holding his shoulder. It's our defensive tackle.
And while they tend to him, we'll take a break. Cowboys by 12, but the Commanders, big chance to get it.
I mean, touchdown makes it
Look at what I got.
17-20.
Is that the new iPhone 14 Pro? Yep, with this amazing new camera. Smile.
And you got it on Verizon.
Even better. I got Verizon's new plan. Includes Apple One.
That's if they
Apple
choose to
Music,
go for
Apple TV
1 or
Plus,
2.
Apple
They go for
Arcade,
2,
iCloud Plus.
then it makes it
So it's the deal I got from
18
Verizon.
to
iPhone 14
22,
Pro on now. You should get one. Ooh, selfie time.
which would make it a 4-point game. But if they go for the extra point, it'll make it a 5-point game. Either way, they'd still be down by a touchdown. They'd still need to score a touchdown. Either that, or they take the 2-point and be down by 4 and kick a field goal, hold us to punt it,
Soft is so cushiony soft, you'll want more.
and they
so absorbent,
get a field goal.
Enjoy the go with Charmin.
But either way, they're still going to be down by either. If they go for the extra point, they're down by 5. If they go for the 2-point, they're down by 4.
Awesome. Some of the sights from today's pregame ceremony. Cardinals trailing 4-3. Ferguson at the plate. And the Sun-aided double came around to score back in the first inning. On the RBI double by Pujols. And the ground ball
I'm done.
Taken by Gamble, and here comes Albert.
No, I'm not. No. Yeah, because they'd still be down by 3. They should be down by 4, even with the 2-point. The 2-point would make it 18-20.
Albert with a double that scored 2. Now with 2,213 runs batted in, 1 back of Babe Ruth for second all-time in the history of Major League Baseball. And now time is called.
And then a shank punt. Washington has a golden opportunity here.
2nd and 7.
This has got to be 4th down, go for a territory.
9:50 left in the 4th.
I think it's at least in the back of Ron Rivera's head. I think as long as somehow they don't take a big loss.
They had great field goal because they had great field position to start this drive, thanks to the botched punt by Brian Andrew, when he kicked it, it came off his foot wrong, and it went out of bounds at like the 30. Wentz gonna throw. Wentz pressured. Wentz. Incomplete, and it's a 3rd and 7. You're looking for Dotson. A flag. On the. Oh my God. On the secondary.
Right to the pass. Holding. Defense number 3.
Holding.
Automatic first down. It's on Anthony Brown. So Washington, the penalties have killed them. It's only the 3rd penalty on Dallas, but it gives them a 1st.
Yeah, you see Brown here in the slot, matched up with Dotson. That's who Wentz ended up going. Now you can see why they were a little off. Nice job there by Dotson, off the ball, releasing. Trying to put Brown on his heels, and he kind of grabbed him. That's where Wentz was trying to go from the beginning. As you said, now we've seen both teams commit some pretty costly defensive penalties in the back end to keep drives alive.
Well, it was a 3rd and 7. They get 5-yard penalty. Shouldn't it be a 3rd and 2, repeat 3rd down, 3rd and 2? Or is freaking holding an automatic first down no matter how many yards you're out? They're going to hand it off. Gibson going to get maybe a yard or 2 on that carry. So if I'm on a 3rd and 25 and the defense gets called on a defensive holding, it's an automatic first down, you're telling me that?
The defensive line kind of rotates to try to keep guys fresh. Imagine they're going to try to bring him on if they can force a 3rd down. So if you're Scott Turner, 2nd and 8, 2nd and 9, you want to drop back. The best pass rusher on the field's on the sideline.
2nd and 9. I mean, they're getting a field goal out of this no matter what, daunting any turnover. They already have 1 thanks to Diggs' pick. He almost had a 2nd one in the game. Oh, that's... It's caught, but didn't get the feet down. That was a great catch. I think, was that Curtis Samuel? What a catch from Samuel, but couldn't get the feet down.
You can see he kind of has a David Tyree helmet catch there, but he's clearly out of bounds. But that was their shot.
26, he even got his hands in there. One of our defensive players even got, I think it was Bland or whatever, or Blando. He got his hand in that, he got his hand to try to disrupt it, and this is a great catch by Samuel. I'm going to go off of one that says first, Samuel. What a catch. But he did not get both feet down, didn't get one, without a bounds. They're going to throw on a 3rd and 9 here. Wentz is oh my God. The ball's out. Dante Fowler with a sack, and Wentz is down again. Fowler, great move right there to get by. The ball was out. I don't think his knee was down when the ball came out, so it doesn't matter either way. They're going to go for it.
We mentioned that it's 4-down territory, but
he's had 2 sacks under pressure, 27 dropbacks, 2 sacks, and I couldn't read the other one. They're going for it on a 4th and 15, but now there's a timeout.
It's a tough call because, I mean, reality, field goal really doesn't do you any good. I mean, it's still a 2-point game. But 4th and 15, that's a tough ask. So,
I mean, if you take the field goal,
game, you're going to still need to get the ball and score twice, which they can. Washington's D has done a great job. On 4th and 15 is a tough ask.
Yeah, 4th and 15, the percentages of converting that.
You might as well just take the field goal. Then it makes it 13-22.
Sure that the 4th down attempt was in some sort of
it makes it 14-15, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. It's still a 9-point game, but it's better than it being a 12-point game. Look at this right now. They're going for it, though. This is risky. They need to get all the way down to about the 2 for a first. So they almost need a touchdown or get it just... Oh, he's pressured. He's going to go deep. Diggs smacks. Swats it away. And it's incomplete. And we're going to get the ball back with 7:57 left in Washington with 2 timeouts left.
Does such a good job getting his hands deflecting passes coming down to INT. When
he heard all that stuff about how he's just good at picking the ball. He's been really good defensively by not allowing yards. He's done really good this game guarding Terry McLaurin. He has done an amazing job guarding Terry McLaurin this game. Terry McLaurin has 2 catches for 5 targets, 2 catches for 15 yards. Now we have the ball back. Cooper Rush has 10 incompletions this entire game. Rush, gonna go deep. Gallup, pass interference.
Trying to get Gallup deep. Jackson on the coverage, and let's see.
Flag is out.
Pass interference. Defense, number 3. The ball be placed on spot.
Yeah.
Automatic first down.
See Jackson again with that hand just reaching and grabbing the back of the guy's collar. This is the previous pass breakup. I mean, look at the elevation.
He grabbed the right shoulder pad again, and kind of like pulled him like down, pulled him back.
Good play by a good player. His previous pass interference call, we've seen Jackson now twice kind of lose himself with the ball in the air and panic and pull the offensive player back.
Motioning Lamb, got Elliott to the left. Elliott finds room and gets to midfield.
Think about Washington. They got 136 yards in penalties today.
Washington almost 140 yards in penalties. 136 yards of penalties.
Greg will be in LA. The Cowboys take on.
And that's a mixture of
the defending champs. Next Sunday,
losing and
on Fox, check for the games.
Losing
can't wait for that one.
and giving Dallas yards.
Brown took himself out of the game. Not sure where he got.
Noah Brown took himself out though. That's not. Zeke in the backfield. Gonna throw Gonna go deep for Lamb. It's deflected by Jackson. This time not having to pull down someone's shoulder pad. That was a great deflect. That was a perfect throw too. That was a great throw to Lamb too.
Does a great job playing. See the better job he does there with that offhand, not pulling with his right hand and just allowing the left hand to come through and make the deflection. It's a nice job there after a couple PI struggles by Jackson coming back. They tested him. Nice job bouncing back by him.
So 3rd down and 3.
3rd and 3. 5 for 12. Hands off. Elliott gets to the line.
Davis came up and made a nice play.
I also see Zach Martin's back out there, which is good.
And here comes the punt team.
We're going to punt.
Boy, once again, this Washington defense, I mean, they've really done all they could possibly do to give their team a chance to win this game.
Yeah, I mean, as far as Washington on defense, it's really been the penalties, right? We've seen 2 long pass interference calls. We've seen 2 defensive holding calls negate 2 takeaways with the interceptions. Just untimely penalties, but other than that, they've played very soundly.
The problem with them is the Cowboys' D has been better. Here's Anger at the missed punt.
That's a lot better.
Good hang time inside the 10. And it's going to be down right across the 10-yard line.
That's a great punt. Washington's got to return from their 10.
Things like
Around their
the
10.
thumbs and the extremities has been pretty amazing. That they always call them, Matheny said, the tools of ignorance.
Oh yeah, because they scored the run off the back fly.
One of the smartest
What
players
did
he's
he
ever
do?
seen.
Oh wait, Albert was up to bat whenever I changed
What
him.
about Cardinal fans that have kind of been lapping up every moment this season because there's been a lot of really good stuff?
Yeah, it's funny because I have some friends that live in the apartments over here across the street, and they've been taking pictures, and you know, when there's lines that are 3 or 4 city blocks long to get into the stadium, it's crazy what's going on. I mean, the fans are soaking it in. Just going to be, to me, it's just a sad ending to a very special time in Cardinals baseball. You know, you hate to see the icons go.
Let home.
Like we talked about,
Carlson, you gotta make the play.
So at some point, you got to hang them up, but not better careers for either one of them.
Izzy, thank you for the time, and thank you for not manhandling me. Appreciate
No
it.
problem, Jim. You got it, buddy.
Anybody to you? All right, Jimmy, thank you. Great to hear from Izzy from Brighton, Illinois. You'd have to think a day like today.
Wentz. Incomplete.
We're talking to Dan Quinn, and he said he's been working a lot
So
with
3rd and 8.
It's amazing.
I think if we score a touchdown here on our next drive, I think this game's wrapped up.
Izzy knows this
Especially
organization.
since they only have 2 timeouts left.
Love that guy, and Izzy talked about it when he got his red jacket, that meant more to him than anything, be more than even going into Cooperstown, because the love that he's had for this Cardinal organization throughout.
Even a field goal might wrap it up.
Is his second.
Or we up by 12,
He knows the quarterback.
13, 14, 15. 15 almost puts us up by almost 3 scores to about 3. Intercepted! The rookie Deron Bland with the interception. 2 interceptions, 2 sacks in this game.
We're going to see Carson Wentz. He's trying to let
I like this Micah Parsons holding his back, holding like the side of his back right here. I like that. Let's see what happened here. Great interception by Bland for his first career pick.
Trying to throw it there to Curtis Samuel. What a play by Bland. You mentioned the rookie. Take a look here at Parsons. He got up a little slow here. He got caught up in that kind of a wash of the O-line. Gotta hope he's okay. What a play by the rookie, Deron Bland, coming in.
And hand it off to Zeke. Zeke gonna get about 3.
Cowboys had a chance to ice this with 5:23 to go.
So he's trying to throw this ball here in the slot to Curtis. when Samuel comes out, I think he's expecting Curtis to come a little bit more into the middle of the field. That outside hook player, in that case, Bland, just really squeezed it. Had enough time to undercut the route. See Michael Parsons there on the sideline being tended to.
Wow. Obvious concern for him. Hope that he's okay. Second down and 8.
Rush.
It's Rush standing back with throwing. Collision down inside the 5.
Big collision there.
And it's incomplete.
Incomplete.
This is Curl and Schultz running into each other.
Yeah, and I think William Jackson actually was defending the outside receiver. Just him and Dalton Schultz just accidentally just collided into each other. Rush's lucky that ball wasn't picked. Freeze obviously determined it was inadvertent contact. I think William Jackson took the brunt of that hit from Dalton Schultz.
Well, here's the thing. Washington can hold to a field goal here. It still would be a 2-score game, 2-possession game.
Third and 8.
Third and 8.
Rush.
Delivered.
And Cates. Caught.
Not enough for the first down. Jake Ferguson, the rookie.
Caught by Jake Ferguson, the rookie.
And out of the spot.
Where did he catch it, though?
And if you don't get it, if you're Mike McCarthy, you going for it.
I would have said yes.
I'd go
he's
for
running
it.
the field goal team on. I think,
especially if you don't get it, it's probably fourth and inches.
I think you got a chance to put this thing away.
You could run a
But
QB
as you said,
sneak.
he's thinking with the way Washington's
Could
offense
just run
has
it
been
with
held
Zeke
together
up the
by this
middle.
Dallas team. Put yourself up 15, 4 minutes to go. He's betting on his defense right now.
They're going for the field goal.
29-yard attempt for Red Maher.
And the kick is good. 15-point lead.
So with 3:51 to go, it's 25-10.
There's a skirmish here.
It's broken up rather quickly. So still a 2-possession game, but the way Dallas' defense is playing, it feels like it's about 30 possessions.
Yeah,
3:51 left. Washington still has both timeouts. Sadly, Micah Parsons still on the bench. He might be done for the rest of this game, especially with back injuries, especially with the back issue.
Late in games when they were all but left for dead.
They might just send him
Carson
down.
Wentz to come up with some magic. This is the time. But with this rush and this secondary, Dan Quinn.
Especially since he hasn't really been that. I mean, he had really good coverage on one play, and he's had a couple crushes, but he hasn't really been a big factor.
It was a bread and butter. Obviously, they had the pass rush too. But he said, I feel like we can communicate better now than at any point last year, and it's allowed us to do a whole lot more. What did he mean by that?
Yeah, so much of Dan, and you got to give credit to Dan Quinn. He's really evolved after his time ended in Atlanta. We all know his historically good defenses in Seattle. He really did some internal soul searching on his system, on his scheme, how he wants to be a little bit more mobile.
Okay.
I'll tell you what, for as good as they were last year, for them to be able to communicate,
send it off, punt it back, or kick it off here to Washington after the field goal. They are not going to return to a touchback. They're going to get it to 25.
Well, you look at this game, and the story
our defense has been amazing.
Washington took the lead here.
Their defense has also played really well, but we've capitalized on more scoring opportunities than they have. The second touchdown pass to Minor Gallup has been the difference maker. Without that, you take away that 7 points. You take away 7. 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18. It's a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. We're only up by 8. You take away that touchdown.
Carson Wentz is going to have to be patient here. Your instincts tell you you're down so much, you got to push the ball down.
3:35 here, the second and 5. They still have 2 timeouts. There's about 3:30 left. And technically, they do have 3 to 2 and 1.
Caught by Thomas, and he's out of bounds with a first down.
But that helps you more. Micah Parsons coming back out. That 2-minute warning really helps you more when you're the defense. So they need to score, even if it's a field goal in this drive.
But it just had so much pressure. They've been so tough to throw. We've seen Trayvon Diggs with an interception and knocking the ball away, which was a potential touchdown. Rookie Gerard Bland playing because of the injury to Jordan Lewis in the nickel. He's got his first pick.
1st and 10 after the pickup. From the pass to Lane Thomas. Wentz gonna throw. Wentz gets it. It's gonna get maybe 3 to 4 yards on that.
I think it's worth noting Anthony Barr. Right?
3-10. Second and 7.
Dallas. He's played a lot today, and I think that's his development, his ability to come in and play alongside Van Der Esch. You see him here playing backer. It allows Micah Parsons to not play as much off the ball like we've seen early this year.
Pressure. It's out of bounds. The intended receiver was Brown.
Yeah, Barr's an interesting sign, right? I mean, he missed some
It's
time
3rd and 7.
knee injury. I mean,
I mean, they still do have the 2 minutes and the 2 timeouts.
He's had a couple years with some injuries, but he is versatile and big and long.
If they don't pick up the 3rd down, if they don't pick up the 1st down on the 3rd and 7, and it's an incomplete pass, they might go for it because they really don't have any other option. They're down by 15 or 250 over 2 timeouts. They're definitely going to go for it if they pick up by like 4 or 5. Wentz, they're going to get the first, or not. They're not going to get the first. They're going to be a yard or 2 shy of the first. They're definitely going to go for it.
And so it must go here on a 4th and short.
You have to go for it. It's probably like a 4th and 2, 4th and 1.
Yeah, we'll see what play they have for this situation. On every play caller sheet, they have our must-haves, right? Our critical downs, 4th and short, 3rd and short. Seen them have a couple struggles today in some of these situations.
4th and 2.
Trying to run the ball.
I wonder if they're going to run or if they don't pick this up. They'd still have the 2-minute warning, so technically they'd still have 3 timeouts to use. But you pick up like 2 first downs after 2-minute warning. Wind's going to go up. It's deflected by Diggs. Once again, they try to give it to Terry McLaurin in a clutch moment, and Diggs makes the stop. First it was on in the red zone, that touchdown on the 4th down. Diggs makes the stop. Here on 4th and 2, Diggs makes the stop on goal guard and Terry McLaurin. Give this man some credit. Give him his big respect, man. He has an interception and 3 pass defense.
Two of them coming on 4th.
Give him the credit he's earned that. He has improved as a coverage, as a defensive. Oh my, Elliott gets swallowed up. Diggs has improved on the defensive side on covering his receiver or whoever he's supposed to cover. He has improved on his coverage.
This just goes to show you his skill level. You forget he was a wide receiver in college.
He plays the defensive back position.
He has been the guy who has guarded Terry McLaurin most of the game. He has held Terry McLaurin to 2 catches on 6 targets for 15 yards, and has twice now and back-to-back 4th downs plays to McLaurin has deflected the pass. On back-to-back drives, he's deflected the 4th down to Terry McLaurin. One would have scored a touchdown, the other one would have gotten the 1st down.
More than anybody since he came in the league last year with 13. But here's him just making plays on the ball.
Yeah, this was that critical 4th down, 4th and long on the previous possession. This was the last 4th down. I mean, teams continue to go after him in critical downs, and all day today.
He's proving, do not go after me on critical downs.
With Al Harris. secondary coach. Yeah, Al knew a thing or two about making plays on the ball.
Tell you what, I watched Al run around in pregame warm-ups.
And Washington's out of timeouts now. It's 2:24. We get it's a 3rd and 12.
He was running around before
They
the
still
game.
have the 2-minute warning.
He's in great
That's
shape.
the thing. They still have the 2-minute
He
warning.
looks like he could play.
He does a great job with that group. I'll tell you, they got a good staff here in Dallas.
We need to pick this up, actually. Honestly, if we get close to the first down, I'd say go for it, to be honest. He's going to get just...
Another game for Dallas without Dak Prescott, and they're about to go 3-0 with Cooper Rush. Again, just so solid. 223 yards, 2 touchdowns. The defense playing great. And the Cowboys up 25-10 with 2 minutes left for Marley.
Zeke gets about a yard on that little carry. I wonder if we're going to kick the field goal here.
See, the Camry's been named best-selling car in America. But cheer up, wannabe twinsies. If you try harder, maybe you can catch up. Later. Toyota. Existing current Toyota owners or lessons can get up to $750 loyalty cash on the purchase or lease of a new 2022 Toyota. On top of current offers.
I mean, it's over. They have no timeouts, and the only thing they have left is a 2-minute warning.
It's the season of thankfulness and joy. Let Emo's
They have
pizza take
to...
over, so you
Yeah,
have
it's over.
more time
There's no way they
with
can,
what's
they
matter
can
most.
get the ball back after they score here.
A large 2-topping pizza, toasted ravioli, and a house salad for $29.99.
And even then, they still need to score a touchdown to win. Because they'd still be down. They have to go for 2, or if they just go for the extra point. If they go for the extra point, they're still down by 5. If they go for the 2-point conversion, they're still down by 4. They didn't win. So they still have to score a touchdown.
Installation. Choose from 25 beautiful colors in store or
I'm telling you, that Michael Gallup touchdown was the difference maker offensively on the for our offense.
The BJC Healthcare injury report, and Brad Hand, we take a look at a potential playoff opponent for the Cardinals, left elbow tendonitis. If it ended today, that's the opponent for the Cardinals, the Philadelphia Phillies, beginning Friday night right here at Busch Stadium.
It's so hard to think through the scenarios, too, as you look at it. Who would you...
5-4. It wasn't just 4-4. What happened? Show the score.
That was a good moment for Paul DeYoung, that double to put the Cardinals ahead.
Paulie hit a homer!
Things in October, you look at the middle infield depth, you got to be able to have more middle infielders on that roster. We've seen him use that.
Adam pitched it pretty well. He looked like he might pitch 6, 7 innings.
We've seen it over the years. Haven't seen it recently, but he can be dangerous. Maybe he sparks something.
That's the base hit.
At the play, the base hit out to left.
That's what the fifth hit. 6. Albert got it out. There's all that.
See where Yadier Molina is set up. He wants that thing in, runs back to the middle. So Bay drives it out to left.
Fourth hit allowed by Wainwright. He's walked to Perry, struck out 3. And the top of the lineup, O'Neal Cruz.
Talked about this a ton, Dan, with Adam Wainwright.
Albert did hit a homer. Albert has tied Babe Ruth in RBIs.
But it doesn't matter if you pitch. It doesn't matter if you locate. But you have to. That ends up being the bigger difference. The difference is when you're throwing 87.
And then Paulie DeYoung accurate RBI doubles.
Job on that segue there coming out.
Back to this.
Really professional.
You know, every once in a while.
That was well done.
Every once in a while.
Minute 53
I
left.
feel good for Cooper Rush.
No timeouts for Washington, down by 15. It's pretty much over.
Like a century ago, we all watched that opening night.
They have the ball at
Dallas
their...
right here.
Dude, they...
Tampa looked terrible.
Brian
offense.
Angers, did
That
you
goes
just
down.
actually just like punt this ball all the way down for like 32?
It got wild here for a minute. All Cooper Rush has done is come in here and
You know what?
settle down.
And, you know, you heard EA tell us earlier in the game that Dak
punted
saw
the
pictures
ball
of
down
little
there.
swollen, and he even said to her maybe over
Molly!
you know, this week working back.
Momo wants you!
Dallas, you have no reason to rush him back. You give him an extra week. The way they're playing, and
Wentz.
fully healed.
First and 10 to throw, and he overthrows Lane Thomas. That would have been at least, that would have been caught for, if he didn't overthrow it, that would have been caught for at least 4.
He's going to play. But if there is a question, do you say, hey, let's be fully, I get it. He's plays hurt guys beast.
We got a tough schedule coming up. We got the Rams next week, then we got the Eagles, then we got the Lions and the Bears.
Here in Dallas when he made that comment a couple weeks ago about his
Lions have a good
has
defense.
quarterback controversy.
And they, for some reason, have averaged like 20 something, 20, like 8 points, 27 points this season. Oh, that's offsides on Lawrence.
Exactly the scenario they would have asked for.
Offsides.
Got injured, and all the attention turns to this week in LA.
Defense number 90, 5-yard penalty, second down.
Or neutral zone infraction, whatever.
It's a pretty great story. I mean, the Cowboys cut him before the year. Now it was more of a they envisioned bringing him back, but he'd thrown 3 passes in his career until last year when he played that game on Halloween.
What?
And game-winning drive to win in Minnesota, and he's just continued it this year with 3 excellent performances, and the Cowboys about to be 3-0 this year with him.
Wins. First.
Cowboys D still hitting. He's got enough for a first down.
I think the cool thing about the NFL is
This
every
one's
player's
just trying to
journey
get
getting
points.
here is so uniquely different.
Yeah.
I mean, just look on the other side. Look at a guy like Carson Wentz, coming out of school, high first-round pick. He's arguably the MVP that year in Philly before he gets hurt. They go on to win the Super Bowl.
Oh, Wentz pressured by Lawrence. He's gonna get. No, he gets out of it.
But he's past the line of scrimmage. He's gonna have to run.
He gets out of it. He avoids the sack by like 3 different people.
Not every guy needs to be a 5-star recruit. Not every guy needs to be a number 1.
Like I said, he's one of the best quarterbacks
Career in this league.
when moving in the
Just having a
pocket.
great attitude and a great approach.
He's smart in the pocket. He knows when to move. He knows the movements to make. He knows how to get out. Oh, he's going. He's just launching this D.
Covered like glue by Brown. The one way to describe him maybe after this year might be Rich.
Anthony Brown
I can
was
tell you that
just
right now. The way he's playing, the way teams need a quarterback. Don't you think?
locking down Brown. Brown locked down Brown. Our Brown locked down their Brown for 34 here with it's over. It's 56 seconds. I mean, it did stop the clock, but
If you're willing to let him just walk out of here, the backup quarterback position in this league, how many guys have we seen go down, whether it's for extended period of time or just to get you through a couple games? That backup spot, you hope you never use them, but when you need them, man, they important.
Wentz. That's a first down.
And up to the 30, upended there. Time continues to run. This Dallas defense just been superlative all year long.
Play clock, legitimately like
Tell you what, I'm fired up for next week.
a second less than the game clock.
This Dallas team,
A second more than the game clock.
Rams in LA.
Wentz finds someone.
With 20 seconds to go. They'll get out of bounds with 18 seconds left.
You can make the argument that next week we're going to see the best 2 defensive players. We talked a lot about, of course, Micah Parsons. On the other side of the field, I think Aaron Donald's going to have something to say about giving away that crown, but we could have the best defensive players playing against one another. This should be a fun one.
Parsons still out there.
He wants a sack. That's why he's still out there. This is stat padding time, but for both teams. He wants a sack.
Wentz. Second and 3. Dumps it off to Thomas. And the ball's out! Recovered by Thomas. And that's going to do the game. Cowboys win 25-10. We are 3-1 and 3-0 since week 1. And 4-0 when that man Cooper Rush starts for us as a quarterback. He's 4-0 when he starts as a quarterback. 4-0 starting to start his career. He's 4-0 to start his career, and he's 3-0 to end the season.
NFC East is back, Greg Olson.
I'll see you guys tomorrow. Or who starts career? So 48, 49. So like the 8th and 9th season. Albert's still here. Peace.
I I'm Erica Harris. My grandfather worked his entire career at the steel mill.